Hello everybody, we are live with Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, our second session of Icewind Dale. Some little announcements before we begin. My webcam is off center. There we go. If you're tuning in, thank you so much. Yeah, it's gonna get spooky, it's gonna get cold, and it's gonna get fun. But, announcements. This Sunday, hopefully, we'll be back with Call of Cthulhu, our little run through of Call of Cthulhu. Hopefully, the Nightmare Society. Also, thanks to everyone who's been buying my Ravenloft adventure on DM's Guild. I made like $60 off of it at this point, give or take deductions that DM's Guild takes. So thank you so much. If you want to buy it, you can find it on DM's Guild called Sorrow on the Sea, and it's a really cool a horror adventure on the Sea of Sorrows in Ravenloft. It's great if you just finished Curse of Strahd and you want to do a Ravenloft campaign, or just throw at your Ravenloft campaign players. And if you want to check it out in play, though, that adventure being played, you can check out Polished Cryptid on Twitch. Go check that channel out. They're really great, and I've been having a blast watching them play through my adventure and seeing their reactions going, wait, how much damage was that trap? A lot of fun. So huge shout out to them for supporting my endeavors as well. So, last we left off, the party had arrived, well, at least half the party had arrived in the town of Termalaine in Icewind Dale. And they had met up with the other half of the party in the Blue Clam Inn tavern at this wonderful little town, after being told about a job to go deal with the gem mines and how the gem mines have been overrun by kobolds, scaring out the workers of the mines. After introducing themselves to each other in the tavern and having a very awkward, just weird conversations when people like talking about each other, while other people were like, everyone was sitting together. It's crazy. Penny did some fortune telling, which may or may not be accurate, who knows? And you all made your way to the gem mines in Termalaine. Discovered it indeed was inhabited by kobolds, and you only really encountered 2 kobolds that were hostile. One was absolutely destroyed by chance, being stabbed in the face, and used as bait to deter this floating brain with a beak and tentacles that was following the party for a bit. The creature took the bait, but was still hungry, so kept following the party, eventually capturing Chance and pulling Chance away, causing the party to chase after and fight this creature as it was holding Chance over a pit into the Underdark that most certainly would have led to Chance's death should they have fallen. Y'all dealt with the creature, saved Chance, and continued deeper into the mines of Termalaine, eventually coming across more kobolds and the leader of this kobold society down here named Trex. After speaking with Trex revealed that they were just interested in getting out of the mines and living in Termalaine, safe from just creatures and everything, safe from the cold. You all agreed to help the kobolds go live in Termalaine, but not before Chance was told that there was also a strange glowing rock on the other side of this chasm So, chance across the chasm in a bucket pulley system, and retrieved the said crystal, which was purple and glowing on the inside, which that crystal is now in Chance's possession. You all left the gem mine, killed some giant rats on the way out. Pierre hit his head so he didn't see his big brothers get killed, and you all returned to Termalaine with the kobolds in tow. Speaker Oris agreed to give the kobolds jobs and mentioned to you all that your pay would be available in 2 days or so, so he could, get to the mines and verify that they are indeed cleared out and safe for the miners to return to work. And that's where we're going to pick up the session. You all in the Blue Clam.
And just to double check, last week I picked up a little statue that was worth like 10 gold. I think that's what you said.
Let me double check.
It's like a little figurine.
Yep. Worth 10 gold pieces. A figurine of a dog carved out of rock with 2 pebble-sized gems in the eyes. Yes.
Well, would anyone like some warmed cider after being in that cold-ish mine?
Yes, I do believe that is a good idea.
Yeah, actually. Sounds very nice.
And you go?
Can you get one for me and Hush?
Ah, yes, I will. All right, I'll be right back. And he'll go and grab some ciders for everyone.
Okay, the tavern owner is behind the counter. This half-orc who's just like, hey.
Well, hello.
What can I get you?
I would like 5 hot ciders.
All right. That's 1 gold and 1 silver.
All right. Here you go.
All right, and just starts pouring 5 separate hot ciders and just puts them on the counter. Anything else?
Do you have a tray? I can't carry all of these at once.
I'll bring them over.
All right, thank you.
Not a problem. And he puts them all in a tray and just makes his way over to the table. He sees not 5 people here, but sets down 5 drinks anyway and goes, all right, enjoy everyone. And he kind of walks back.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a figurine like this before?
No, not really.
Well, you're in luck. This here is a artifact of immense value.
Is it?
Yes, it is a holistic shrine to good fortune, and I am willing to part with it. Would you be perhaps interested in a trade?
Not particularly.
Well, it is your loss then. Carry on.
All right, I'm not much of a collector of things, but you might find someone keen on it in one of the other settlements. Maybe.
I understand. Thank you for your information.
I don't believe you heard correctly. It is actually full of luck.
I don't believe in luck.
As he stated, luck is a real thing. It is.
All right, and I don't believe in it, though. And he just starts walking back towards the counter.
Well, we tried.
We'll get them next time.
Was an admirable effort, you two.
Well, what do you say? And he holds up the mugs full of the cider. To the clearers of the mine. Yes?
Is that what we're calling ourselves?
All things to me.
For now. That is all we need for now.
All right, yes.
All right. Click.
Clink.
How are you doing, Boa?
Good. Hodge was just saying he really loves apple cider. He really does. He's not very much of like a milk kind of person, but he really appreciates the cider.
Oh, good. Um, how? How will he drink it through you? I imagine.
Yeah, he feels all the things through me.
All right. It is a good purchase then.
Very. Thank you. He'd like to give you a hug.
I will accept. Yes.
Passes over Hodge to him.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
He does give the best hugs, doesn't he?
He does. And he'll hand her. He'll hand back.
Okay.
Casting mending again on him, just getting all the dust and the dirt off.
There's little flakes of oxidized copper, little green flakes that might have come off of Penny.
Can I try doing an Arcana check on the gym again?
Sure. Oh, no, it wouldn't work on the gem.
Okay.
To determine to determine the features and whatnot of magic items, unfortunately, the identify
Gotcha.
spell. It would have worked on the skull that the gem came out of, though. So I'll let you make an Arcana check to see if you can recall what the skull might be.
Okay. 1 second in.
Kee-va,
Hmm.
how are you doing? You saw quite a bit of action. You killed a few things.
I mean, not the first thing I've killed.
No?
But-
Made a ghost of something?
Sure, one could say that yes, I did make a ghost of something. Yes.
No. Mhm.
I
Roll
don't
14.
think that's what your card meant.
Well, you
Yep.
are the one with all of the information.
And Chance, you have no idea what the skull was.
What was that, Justin? You cut out.
Chance has no idea what the skull was.
Well, I'll just go ahead and pass Penny over the gym then.
Okay.
Oh, is this for me?
Yes, my friend. I would like for you to hold on to this for a second.
Oh, all right.
Not
Yes.
sure what it does, but it does seem like it holds a story.
And he'll start inspecting it.
Okay. Do you have identify? You're not gonna get much detail out of it unless you have.
No, yeah.
identify.
He's essentially like, perhaps unwittingly, attuning to it.
Okay. That takes half an hour.
Yeah. He's just
Okay.
kind of like looking it over, kind of like observing, putting himself in like kind of an empathetic mindset, trying to understand like what this is all about.
Okay. What's your intelligence score?
15.
15. Okay. As you're like examining it, the light of that crystal becomes even more vibrant. Bright light emanates now out of it in a 10-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 10 feet. And you feel like you can speak telepathically now. You have attuned to a psi crystal. This crystal grants you telepathy for as long as you remain attuned to it. The crystal also glows with a purplish inner light while you are attuned to it. The higher your intelligence, the greater the light's intensity and the greater range of your telepathy. So currently, the range of your telepathy is 60 feet. Obviously, you can't speak. Yeah. So 60 feet of telepathy. and the light, like I said, 10 feet bright, 10 feet dim, and I'm messaging you privately of the other effect that happens.
Okay. Is it an item that I can add?
Yeah, it's called a side crystal. I opened it up. Yeah. The ability to add it.
So, Kee-va,
Yes.
all these talk about ghosts. You have a ghost story? Me and Hosh aren't afraid of ghosts. If you want to tell us it. Was it like a dark night? Was there like skeletons and like shadows involved?
You want me to tell you a ghost story?
Well, Penny said you have something about a ghost that you know. So it must be a ghost story, right?
Sure, of course, yes. That's of course what he meant. Well, let's see if I can recall the ghost story. Which one do I tell? I have so many. Do you want to hear about the ghost of the sea or the ghost of the forest?
Oh, the ghost of the sea. Both me and Hosh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, this is not one of mine, per se, but it is one of someone I know who sailed the open sea. It was a dark night, very stormy, very, very stormy. And he was sailing the sea, he was on lookout, and in the distance he saw a glowing green light, and he felt compelled to go towards it. And so they sailed towards this green light, and as they got closer and closer, a green fog rolled across the water, and they were never to be seen again.
Oh, wow. That is scary. Isn't it, Hosh? Yeah. So I guess we'll just avoid green lights, right?
Avoid strange green lights when you're sailing on the ocean, yes.
Wow. Thanks, Kee-va.
Like
I can't
that?
wait to hear more ghost stories from you.
Yep.
Do you think you could tell me and Hosh one before bed tonight?
Oh, sure. I don't want you to be scared and have nightmares, my dear.
Well, we're not scared.
It's okay. Let me put it another way. I don't want to have nightmares by telling you before bed.
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't want you to be
Yes.
scared.
No, it's not fun, and I wouldn't want little Pierre to be scared either.
Oh no, not Pierre. He saw enough scary things today in the mine.
Yes, he's very, very terrified.
Is he
Now,
okay?
he's okay. It's worrying his poor little head off, though, but it's all right.
Oh.
As you're all talking, the bartender kind of comes back, the half-orc bartender. It says, refills.
Yes,
I'm good.
please.
All right.
I'm
I overheard you're all looking for a place to stay tonight. This is just a tavern, of course. And then Penny and Boa, since you both have kind of lived in town for a little bit at least, you would know that the brain fart. The inn in town is called the East Side, and as he says, if you're looking for a place to stay, you'd want to go to the East Side. But he's kind of saying that to Kee-va and Chance specifically.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your insight and information. We will head there once we conclude our business here.
And he's like, well, all right, and saunters away. He's like, oh, geez, there's bright light over there for some reason. And then he just kind of goes to the back behind the counter.
You mentioned a bright light outside?
No, it's from Penny's
Yeah,
gem now that
this
Penny
is-
attuned
Oh.
to.
This is quite interesting.
Yeah, instead of like the dull light that was inside of it, it's now a 10-foot bright, 10-foot dim light. Just
Okay.
That's quite the light you've got there, Penny. What does it do?
And in her mind, he'll say quite a bit, actually. He'll look at her without opening his mouth.
Oh, would you say that Penny is within 10 feet of Kee-va?
oh, even less than that. You guys are sat around a table.
Cool. So I'm going to use Mind Link to just, in his mind, be like, I can do that trick too, my dear.
Whoa. This is quite interesting. You are an interesting person.
Oh, well, I've got some secrets, one could say, yes.
And this is all in
Yep.
the head. Okay, we are definitely speaking in a headspace. This is my first time. This is very fun.
Well, you get used to it, I'll tell you that.
Ooh, Chance must try this.
Go ahead.
Chance.
Ah.
Check this out. And he'll close his mouth and look into your eyes and just be like, hello.
Yeah, Chance, you hear Penny talking in your head.
A little confused right now.
And he'll kind of just grab the gem and just kind of move it around. This is quite interesting, he says in your head.
Is that gem that I found? Is that what's causing you to do that?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Do you feel weird?
Not at all. I feel very good. It's the best I've ever felt. I feel like I'm smarter, stronger, and more beautiful than all of you.
Interesting. Would you be perhaps interested in this figurine as well?
What do you mean?
You can have it. Just to commemorate our first adventure together.
Oh, well, maybe so, yes, all right. And he'll look at it.
Yeah, it's a.
Yeah,
it's
and
a-
haven't had a good look at it yet.
It's a dog statue. It's a doll figurine, dog figurine. Not that big. It's like maybe this big. Carved from rock, and in the eyes are just two gems called Termalaine.
Would you? Okay. Would you say the bulk of the value is in the gems?
Yeah, it's where
Or
all
is
of
it-
the value
or is it
is.
artistic?
That's where all the value
Okay.
is.
Okay,
It's
so
like
it's like a pretty crappy looking
yeah.
dig.
So a tourmaline is like a black and red gem, but it's kind of like a.
Literally the crystal I'm wearing right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so
Nice.
it's like a. I had to look up what a tourmaline looks like. It's like green, red, and black kind of mixed. It's very cool looking. It looks like a very, very undersaturated watermelon candy in terms of the colors, like those watermelon gummies.
Also good for vibes. Protects your vibes.
Pass vibe check.
Oh, right on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Advantage on vibe checks.
This looks very, very nice, Chance.
You're
Thank you.
very welcome. And then he'll go into his bag and get the rat steaks that he pulled out from the hardy rats and pass one to Boa and one to Kee-va.
All right, Chance hands you both raw rat steaks.
I did not forget
Consider
you
your
two.
room. Consider the room you're in right now and the patrons of it. Give us a shield to Pierre's eyes.
Would you like more?
Pierre kind of like burrows into your like neck a little bit.
How could I forget? And I'll give Pierre his own little steak.
I'm not feeding my rat steaks, Chance.
How else are you supposed to fatten him up for later?
Are rats
Fatten him.
cannibalistic?
I mean, they tear each other's throats out. I don't know about eating the corpses,
And
but
mama rats will eat their young.
Protein.
I learned something today.
I'm raising a respectable young man, not a fucking cannibal. Thank you, Pierre.
Pierre
Wow.
pulls a gun out.
I'm a healer, but
a little. Pierre pulls out a little pistola.
here, le
man.
pew pew.
You mess with the rat, you get the bat. Pow, pow, bitch.
Mess with the rat, you get the gat. Yes, so Pierre refuses to eat rat steak,
Thank you.
obviously.
I know
Well, then
you
I'll-
don't want it.
I'll take back the states, and I'll have to find them another gift then.
Well, thank you, Chance, but I don't know how to cook. And I don't think raw rat steak's very tasty.
No, it's better when you eat it raw. The blood and the juices, they're so savory.
Are you sure?
Definitely. You are growing. What exactly are you again?
A Kuo-toa.
I must remember that.
Right, you probably haven't seen many of my kind before.
I have never seen one of your kind. Do you usually travel to the desert?
No. I don't really travel that far.
Then that would be understandably correct then.
For us boys, surely one of a kind.
Like, Bo was gonna, pick up the steak and just take, a little nibble out of it just to, see if Chance, right or anything.
Yeah,
Bloody muscle.
I like to eat my steak barely cooked, so it's good,
I
why
hate
not?
steak.
Stringy.
So great.
I mean, Kuo-toa don't cook food that they eat either.
But rat steak.
Yeah, Kuo-toa probably don't eat rats.
Don't watch Pierre.
Thank you, Chance, but no thank you. And she's gonna, hand back the, slightly nibbled steak.
Can I just say can you all not eat raw rat in my establishment?
Would you
Ah.
like a piece, sir?
No, thank you.
Actually,
I'll leave one here for later if you change your mind.
No, I'm good.
It's here.
actually, what is this? What is this? Bartender's name? What tavern owner?
None of your business. It's Vernon
know.
Bragg.
Vernon.
Yes.
Hello. What is there anything on the menu tonight that is not carnivorous?
Knucklehead trout,
That's still meat.
hares, moose haunch. But unfortunately, it's getting to be the evening, so we gotta start turning off our fires.
Any nuts or berries?
Nope.
I shall surely starve. Oh no.
Like I said,
Get a rat steak.
all the fires we get turned off around here at nighttime. That's our sacrifice to the Frostmaiden Oral. No fires are supposed to be lit at night.
And what happens if you light a fire at night?
People get scared that the Frostmaiden might exact her anger out on us, so people tend to get beat the fuck up.
You'll probably die.
And you can see Vernon kind of come behind the counter. He goes to where the fireplace is, where the stew is bubbling, and he just puts the flames out. Just
I suppose it is time for us to turn in for the night.
Yes.
This is very odd.
Yes, we should get going to the inn.
just down the road.
Right, well. Penny, would you like to lead the way?
Of course, yes. And he'll start he'll bundle up again.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as the
Hopefully,
Go
ahead.
hearth went out in the tavern, it got immediately cold.
Kee-va tucks Pierre into her hood. Just okay, Pierre. Stay warm, I hope.
We'd better get going before those ciders wear off.
Boa downs the two that she had, just like
All right, let's go, Penny. Come on.
Those things are full of sugar.
Oh yeah.
Chance is gonna finish his and follow the rest of the group.
Okay. You're a little quiet, Chance. At least for me. Could just be me.
Might just be my headset.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
So you all make your way out of the Blue Clam Tavern and eventually find yourself at the east side. It looks like from the outside separate houses, but it's actually a single structure. So just these houses kind of interconnected. And Boa and Penny, you've stayed here long enough to know that the rooms are connected by underground passages, with cozy guest accommodations in the cellar. It's not a super comfortable place.
So, where do we go to rent a room? Which way is the main office door?
Oh, well, Boa and I have our own separate rooms, but it does get quite cold around here. I usually buy someone to just heat the bed. I mean, it's purely consensual, but it is just something that is done around here because it does get quite cold.
Where floats your goat? No judgment, you know.
Well, you might need to talk to the innkeeper to get yourself a room.
And where would I find said innkeeper? That's what I was asking.
Oh, right there. There.
Thank,
and he'll just
thank
point.
you.
Sorry.
So you open the doors of the inn and get inside, and you see this willowy teenage woman kind of dusting and doing some chores. And as she's doing the chores, she's kind of singing to herself. Ahead of winters when she came, the lovely woman with no name, draped in a fur-lined cloak of red, to the icy lake she fled. The wind pursued her all the same, as sure as night she's dead. And she turns around. Oh, visitors. Hello, hi, Boa.
Wonderful.
Hi, Boa. Hi, Penny. Oh, thank you so much.
Hello.
And yeah, she is just a teenage woman, human.
Same.
I assume you're here for your rooms to sleep.
Yes.
Okay. Around her neck on a chain, she's also wearing this ring that looks like it's two foxes coiled up with each other, and the interior of the ring is actually, instead of being metal on the inside of the ring, it's like white fur, and it's around her neck. She's like, all right, rooms is it then?
Yes.
That is a lovely piece of jewelry you have.
Oh, thank you so much. It was given to me by a woman. Well, not given to me, but I inherited it from my grandparents.
Ah. I'm sure it holds quite the tale.
It has quite a tale, yes.
Could you tell us a little bit more about it?
Well, it's kind of tied to the song I was singing. About 50 years ago, a mysterious woman in a fur-lined red cloak stopped here on her way to Lonelywood. The woman was alone and frightened, so the innkeepers, a pair of retired adventurers, my grandparents, tried consoling her. She gave them this ring for their hospitality. Not long afterward, a howling wind burst into the inn and tossed the woman about like a rag doll. My grandparents intervened, giving her time to escape, and this wind battered my grandparents unconscious before resuming its hunt. And that's the last anyone saw of the woman.
You said Lonelywood. The
Correct.
same place where the moose is running amok.
I don't know anything about a moose, but yeah.
Interesting. How much for two rooms?
Uh, 1 gold apiece.
All right, and I'll give her 2 rooms or two two pieces of gold.
Okay. And she's like, and Penny and Boa, you guys have your rooms free of charge as always?
She goes up and gives her a hug.
She hugs you back.
Can you
Thank
sing
you.
again?
Um,
I love your singing voice.
thank you. I generally only do it when I'm doing my chores, though.
Well, is it okay?
I tend to do it when I don't think anyone's listening.
But you have such a good voice.
Thanks.
One of these days, you should really go to the tavern and sing for the people.
I'm too busy running the inn, unfortunately, and taking care of my father to do that.
Well, we could always help take care of your father if you want a night off.
No. It's alright. I like doing it.
Okay, I thought I'd offer.
I appreciate it.
Yes. And if you would like fortune told at any time,
No, thank
I
you.
would. Sure. Well, I understand they can be quite dire sometimes, and that is when you definitely do not want to know.
Exactly.
Yours, I assume, turned out quite well since last time.
Of course.
Good.
The rooms.
Have a good night.
You as well. The rooms are in the cellar. Not hard to find.
Which way to the cellar?
Just around the corner and down the stairs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to slip her a rack steak while nobody's watching. Here you go, my young lass.
Thank you. Just a
Remember
reminder, no fires. All the fires are put out for the night.
I understand. There are swift and severe punishments for those who light the fires.
Correct, no one wants to anger the Frostmaiden.
Right. Well then, I shall turn in for the night. Penny,
Yes.
the gym itself, do
Yes.
you particularly need it?
No, I have a spell. It's a messaging spell that usually does kind of the same thing.
Well then, do you mind if I take possession of it?
That wouldn't. I mean, Penny wouldn't be particularly attached despite some of the things, correct, Justin?
That's up to you.
Okay. Sure. Sure, you may. I mean, you did give me this charming statue, after all.
Ah, yes. The Shrine of Good Fortune.
Yes. It is quite interesting. Enjoy. And he'll hand it over.
Alright, you're no longer attuned to the side crystal, but the effects I
Okay.
mentioned about to you privately, those do not go away.
The what?
The thing I messaged you privately about, that doesn't go away.
All right, that's fine.
And you have the crystal now, Chance, but you also have to attune to it if you want to use it.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend my time trying to figure out how to do that.
Alright, so you find yourself to your room and you just start focusing on this crystal. What's your intelligence score?
My intelligence score is, I want to say 12. Let me see.
12.
Yeah, 12.
Alright, so you attune to the side crystal, which you can now add to your equipment. You have the same effects as Penny did. 60 feet of telepathy, bright light 10 feet, dim light 10 feet. And I'm going to message you the other effect privately. While you're all, while I sort this out, what's everybody doing in their rooms for the evening? Anything specific?
Penny's gonna go through the embarrassing act of like trying to find someone to like, quote unquote, share like, I mean, it's not quote unquote. I mean, he's trying to find someone to share a bed with, but platonically because it's freaking cold. So he's going through the regular channels of like people that is, I mean, it's failed in the past, but he's still trying again.
Okay. You find an elderly man kind of sipping some soup. There's not many patrons in
Hello.
here right now.
Would you be interested in, bunking up for the night?
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Does Penny know
Nope.
this person's name, or you just
Nope.
hasn't met him before? Oh wow. Oh, hello. What is your name? My name is Penny Thricite.
Hammond.
Hello, Hermond. You said Hermond?
Hammond.
Hammond. Hello, Hammond.
Hello.
Well, my room is down over there. Whenever you're ready, I will be going to sleep shortly.
All right. He looks like he's
Thank you,
about
sir.
in his 80s, long, kind of balding, thin hair, very emaciated. He's just sipping the soup.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Penny will.
Just sipping soup. All right. Kee-va and Boa, you guys doing anything before you head to your rooms to?
Kee-va will take the scarf off of Pierre's head to, like, let the brain breathe a little bit.
The light shines out from Pierre's brain.
Let's just give him a little scritches.
He
And then
gives you like that rat nibble on the tip of your finger.
she'll wrap him up in the scarf so that he stays warm during the night.
Okay.
And he's a little burrito.
Okay. And Boa.
Boa, once they're in their room, she puts Hodge kind of like across from her and just like sits down in front of him and starts like talking to him and just starts like praying to him like,
Thank you for keeping my friends safe, Hodge. It was a wonderful exploration day. We got what we needed. We helped so many people. We spread some love and friendship. Thank you for another day.
she just like talking to him and communing with him.
Okay.
And then
Penny-
once she's done, she's gonna like snuggle up to him and then go to sleep.
Okay. Penny eventually, Hammond makes his way to the room, down the stairs, hobbling, shuffling as slowly as as quick as he can, but it's still pretty slow. He's like, okay.
Penny is very interested in like just observing this person.
Okay.
He doesn't get to see like people as old as this very often, so he's kind of like it's a novelty. So he's like observing and like almost kind of detached, which is weird, but not coldly observing. He's just kind of like entertained by the concept.
Okay. Where am I sleeping?
Yeah, and he'll just pat the the bedding next to him.
Am I on the outside or the inside?
What do you mean? There's only two sides to this one. It's a bed.
Okay. Wall or the other side?
Oh, it's up against a wall?
Yeah.
Ah. Mm. All right. I'll take the wall, no worries.
Okay.
Is Penny the big spoon or the little spoon?
I feel
Back to
Penny would
back.
be the little.
We're
Yeah,
just-
back to back.
It's back to back. Yeah.
Back to back. And he waits for you to clamber in, and then he clambers in and goes, well, good night.
Good night, sweet dreams.
Thank you.
Perhaps tomorrow I can tell you a fortune.
Yes, maybe.
I
So bad.
have never told the fortune of someone as experienced as you.
I'm going to sleep now.
All right, good night.
And you all eventually, sleep takes you all gain the benefits of a long rest. Sunlight doesn't come through any windows because you're underground, but again, sunlight never comes to Icewind Dale right now. It's always dim light. It's always twilight, essentially. And Penny, you wake up and you see Hammond still asleep.
Was he dead?
Oh, what a sweet man. And he'll go to like tuck him in. Even
Okay.
more.
Yeah, you tuck him in some more. He's still fast asleep.
Oh. That's it.
Okay. Doesn't move. Just
What? Wait, what? What? You did? Does he,
you tucked him in, and he's still.
is he putting off any heat? Because that's what the whole reason he's there is to put off heat for
there's-
pennies. So if he's not,
there's
there'd have been
residual.
something noticeable.
There's residual heat when you wake up, but not a lot.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there it is. That's all he needed.
What's your passive perception?
It's a 10. Regular person.
He's not breathing.
Oh no.
He's just he's dead. He died during the night.
Hammond.
No answer.
Cold got him. This is so sad. Help! Help!
You all hear Penny shouting for help, and so does the innkeeper.
I guess I'll get up and go see what he need help with.
Okay.
Exposed brain Pierre on her shoulder. She's running. Let's
All right.
go.
This is when you find out that Penny needs a warm body to sleep.
You all come into Penny's room, and you see Penny like in bed, sitting up, kind of just shouting for help. And you see an elderly man lying in bed beside Penny, just still, eyes closed.
Did you need a midnight snack or something? What is this?
No, again, I am a vegetarian.
Then why is he there? What is going on here? Why are you
Obviously, he
screaming?
died of old age. I just
Well?
I get scared, okay? And I called for people.
Boa's gonna go up to the body, and she's gonna like kind of like look at it, like kind of put her hand on him, and could she tell if it was like old age or it was something else, like something fishy
Looking at him, it's most likely old age.
age? She's gonna just like kind of like try to like push him on his back and just like put the cover like over his body. And she's just gonna like she's gonna close her eyes and like hold Hajj and just like say like a little prayer over him.
Okay.
Well, my good friend Penny, that is a notch on your belt. Good show.
What do you mean?
You did not slay this man?
No. We merely, shared the warmth of a bed for the evening.
Ah, I understand. Things got a
A
little
notch on your belt in another sense.
hot and heavy.
And
No.
I understand.
and at this point, the door opens, and the
What do
innkeeper.
you mean, notch on your belt?
We're moving past that. And the innkeeper.
Sweet dear child.
The innkeeper comes down the stairs, and oh dear, did he pass during the night?
Yes.
He was looking very
Hammond.
old.
Yes, he passed during the night.
All right. I'll deal with it.
I've said a prayer, so hopefully his spirit's at rest for a little bit. I'm still learning.
This might be quite morbid, but how do you, do burial ceremonies here?
We put them in little boats and send them out on the water, and then light the boats on fire. We can't really dig in the ground; it's frozen.
That seems like it would be quite expensive.
Oh well. Town
But
kind of
if
contributes
he's-
for it.
If you set the boats on fire, how do you know how long they'll burn for? Aren't you afraid of the Frostmaiden?
Well, we don't do it at night. We do it till the morning. The bodies generally don't, decay super fast here. It is very cold.
Speaking of, and Penny will like get up and you'll see that he's like mostly naked and he's just gonna walk over and start putting on clothes.
All right, well, I'm going to deal with this. You all can get back to your business.
It is quite chilly, yes.
She starts
One
like
hand over Peter's
she
eyes,
starts
one
like
hand over
wrapping
Boa's
the
eyes.
blankets around. Starts wrapping the blankets around the dead old man.
I was going to tell his fortune this morning.
I guess he didn't need it.
He did not. That is very true.
Maybe you should have told it last night.
Yes.
Well then, shall we get a head start on heading towards the Lonelywood?
Yes, this diabolical moose awaits.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a moose in person before, Penny?
No,
I haven't either.
I have seen drawings.
I'm so excited.
They are kind of large.
They are very large.
You've seen them in person, Kee-va?
Yes.
Oh, how big is big?
Well, taller than anyone here, my dear.
Penny standing 6'9".
Yeah, much taller than that.
Yes, they are very
Oh.
quite large, and if they have the antlers, oh good lord, they are even taller. They are not something you want to anger, so to speak.
Well,
Worry not, for I am here, and I have defeated numerous creatures much larger than me. Did I tell you about the time that I once fought a minotaur barehanded?
Why'd you fight a
Barehanded.
minotaur with bare hands?
It seemed like a quite good idea at the time. Too
oh,
many,
you must
too many
tell
jugs
me
of ale, and a lot of gambling.
every detail. Tell me, you must. It sounds like such a good story.
Well, there I was, in the middle of the forest.
And
I was surrounded by 42 goblins and one angry minotaur.
And so
the m-
Penny and yeah, we just go off into a corner and we're just like talking about all this.
Oh, I assumed you guys were walking and talking.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And it's just like utter nonsense. Like there are loops and like plot holes in the story. Nothing makes sense. He chopped off the minotaur's head and somehow it's still like issued like a death threat before he kicked it off the side of a mountain, and he was
Whoa.
rewarded like the key of the city.
This is quite compelling.
And that, my friend, is how I slayed the group of 47 minotaurs.
Yeah. How many people have you told that one to?
5.
I trust they were all enraptured.
Very impressed, very impressed.
Yes, much like myself. Very good. It's a good story.
Yes, I am kind of amazing.
And Penny will do an insight check.
All right, deception check, Chance.
Gotcha.
What?
21.
I buy it. That is he spun a good yarn.
You're all eventually you're all walking down the road. You get out of Termalaine. You start walking to the west, through this kind of 3-mile long snow-covered path. It'll take you about 2 hours to get to Lonelywood.
I make sure Pierre's brain is covered before
It is definitely
we
covered.
leave the cellar.
Oh yeah.
Like,
He kind of gets off of your shoulder and kind of scurries down into like the
Clavicle.
collar of your coat. Kind of like snuggles up inside. Because the wind is just blowing and very cold. You all have your snowshoes on, trudging through the deep snow. Oh wait, you guys don't have snowshoes. You just have cold
We
weather
don't?
gear. I messaged you all that during our first session. I read the starting equipment wrong. It's just the cold weather gear.
All right. Well, there it is.
But it's a road, so it's not densely packed with snow, so it's not affecting anything.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything that we need to do on the way?
No. Not that I know of.
Perhaps you can tell me the story about how you thwarted an entire fleet of pirates.
Oh, that story is such a much more grander time, but you shall definitely hear it.
I will enjoy every second.
And after about 2 hours, you all start to come up to,
It's a 2-hour story.
Obviously.
you all
Yeah.
you all start to come up to the borders of Lonelywood. It kind of sits just on Meriduladon, the lake. Again, it's not far from Termalaine. It's also surrounded by dense forest as well. And as you're entering the city, it has no like fences or anything to protect the gates. There's no like borders or anything. It's just a city built into the outskirts of this forest. The flags that you can see that represent the city, the heraldry, are 2 narrow white triangles, one descending from the center top, the other rising from center bottom, almost meet on a forest green field. The top triangle represents an icicle, denoting Lonelywood's northerly location. The bottom triangle is an ivory horn representing the town's scrimshaw trade.
Did you say scrimshaw?
Yes.
Trade.
Yes.
Do we know what a scrimshaw is?
Most likely.
What is that?
Scroll work, engravings, and carvings done in bone or ivory.
Scrimshaw.
Art done in
Okay.
bones and ivory. Yeah.
So, do we take this for like a whaling town then that like gets bones from? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they need like bones and stuff to carve these on, right?
That's what I get from. Doesn't say.
Hmm. Cool. How about we look for the person in charge?
But
Yes.
just looking around, it doesn't look like there are no inns or other places to rest in Lonelywood.
hey,
Um,
smoke guns.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Penny will just go up to the nearest person and be like, "Hello, my name is Penny. Penny Thricite."
It's a little
Hello.
halfling child. He's like, oh, he's like busy playing in the snow.
Hi.
Hello,
Who is in charge around here?
my mom, Speaker Huddle.
Oh, what is your name?
Scoop.
Hi, Scoop.
Yeah, Scoop Huddle.
Scoop Huddle, that is an adorable name.
My mom's name's Nimsy.
Nimsy Huddle.
Yeah. Welcome to welcome to Lonelywood. Are you Are you here to see my mom?
Yes.
Oh, okay, follow me. And they put their snowball back in the snow as like neatly as possible, and they start scurrying down the road.
Yeah, follow.
Okay.
Come along.
You eventually get led to this house. It's a nice little house. And come and Scoop opens the door. Mom. Visitors. And he like scurries and gets and then starts playing with other halfling children that are running around. And you see this this halfling woman, and she is there a description of her? There is not. Oh yeah, this is halfling woman, and she is holding a tray of these freshly baked halfling shaped cookies.
Halfling shaped.
Yeah.
Nice.
And she says her house was clearly built for humans looking around, but most of the furniture is sized for halflings, with a few big chairs for visitors of taller stock. 4 halfling children, including Scoop, scamper from room to room and climb up the ladder to the loft, chasing one another with wooden swords, while a fire crackles in the hearth in Speaker Huddle's clustered kitchen. Our loggers are being terrorized by a white moose, and the beast has eluded the hunters we've sent to kill it. We depend on the forest for our survival. I wouldn't be a very good town speaker if I let a dumb moose get the better of us. Will you help for a chance? Is that what you're here for?
Penny will look to the others.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And she
That
kind
is indeed what I will hear.
she sets the cookies down. This is what I'm offering. Cookies for help.
Cookies? What's the recipe?
That's a secret family recipe.
Oh, even better.
Well, your son Scoop is quite the adorable person.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
What can you tell us about where to find this moose?
It's in the woods. Roams the woods. So you just have to look in the woods for it. But it's been eluding the hunters. So
Penny will just look to look to Kee-va with a smile on his face, but kind of like a help.
yeah, Kee-va, because of your what's the word I'm looking for? Preferred prey, I think it was that rangers get. You would have advantage checks on tracking beasts, and moose count as beasts.
Does this moose count as a beast though?
You don't know. It might.
Oh, give it a good old college try.
Again,
Bo
like
was trying to sneakily grab a cookie off the tray and eat it as they're talking.
yeah, she
And
doesn't,
Chance is playing with the children.
she doesn't
Penny
care.
will-
The cookies are
yeah,
meant
if-
for you guys if you're willing to do it.
Yeah. If Penny sees that though, he'll try to like cover for her, just to like play off of it and make her feel good.
Okay. She's like, yeah. So, yeah, the cookies or the payment. Do you need any other form of payment by chance?
I mean,
I believe a favor would be an acceptable payment. If we do something for you, and then if we need something in return, a favor.
Well, the inn in town is closed because something happened in it. So it's currently closed and boarded up. It's being used for lumber storage. I could let you all have the inn as an investment property to do with what you will with it.
well, I mean, the moose seems to be hurting certain businesses in the area. Perhaps those businesses are willing to offer something, yes?
No. There's only the one business here in town. It's the Scrimshaw.
Hmm.
This is the offer. This is the offer I have. If you kill the moose, the local butcher will buy it for 10 gold, and I can offer the closed Ramshackle Inn as an investment property for you all to do with what you will. Of course. Kind of lets out a nervous smile. If the hunters get the moose first, the reward's going to be theirs.
Ah, yes, it's a first come, first serve, a corpse upon
Yeah.
delivery.
Yeah.
Hmm. What can you tell us about this? Has anyone seen it?
Yeah, it's a big white moose. It attacks people.
Who has seen it? Maybe we can talk to them.
All the hunters that are currently hunting for it in the woods.
So we are fighting against time at this point. Well then, we
Yeah.
are definitely interested in the investment property. What say you? Shall we head out, guys? Time is of the essence.
Kee-va,
Hmm.
what do you think?
If it's a moose, then it's a moose. We get it. We get in there. We kill it. We bring it back. It's not that hard to kill a moose if you know what you're doing.
Good. How much danger do you believe is involved?
Depending on if the moose sees us first, there can be a range of danger.
All right, that rules advice. Thank you.
How fast can you run?
Anyone say anything?
It's better to just climb a tree if you're being chased by a moose, really. They can't climb trees. At least the mooses I deal with can't climb trees. But I don't know about the mooses here.
Thank you.
Fret not, my friend. I am also an excellent hunter.
I'm sure you are, Chance. Sure you are.
Boa, how do you feel?
You catch her right in the middle of eating another cookie. And she's just like, she just like swallows her heart. She's just like,
Well, I think me and Hush are ready to see a moose up close. Maybe we
Oh.
could even ride it.
Wonderful idea.
Oh, it's not a wonderful idea.
Why not?
Yeah.
Did you not just hear the part that she said about the moose attacking everyone that got close to it?
Well, maybe it just hasn't met the right person. Maybe it just needs a hug.
No, it's definitely very angry and dangerous.
If you try to hug a moose, it will with antlers, and you will die. That is not a negotiable thing. You will die if you try to hug a moose.
Oh.
and the Bo just kind of looks down, like, maybe that was bad. Maybe that's a bad idea.
Just,
And as
just gonna
she's
try to
doing that-
reassure her.
As
No worries at all.
as
Don't
that's
listen
going
to the naysayers.
As that's going down, Penny's just like scooping the rest of the cookies into a little bag. Cause guess what? They're not meat, and Penny didn't get to eat last night.
Or are they?
Scoops,
on.
Mom.
I'm kidding. My name's not. My name's Nimsy.
Nimsy. I'm sorry. I'm so used to calling all my friends' parents just like their mom and their dad. Do you have any vegetables for Penny? He doesn't like meat.
I don't have any that are
No,
cooked.
just Penny, would you eat raw vegetables?
Absolutely.
Okay. And she kind of like heads off over to her pantry and goes, "It's really hard to grow vegetables here.
Oh, I will not be a burden. I did happen to take quite a few of your cookies. Thank you.
Oh,
I should be fine.
okay.
I still have rat steak, so we can trade.
No thanks.
No?
Pen-
don't-
Very
I'm
delicate.
not keen on eating rats.
Penny will take a knee and try to get face to face with Boa and just be like, "Thank you,
He just like gives Penny a hug.
Joe."
Well, you shouldn't just eat cookies all for your breakfast
The
and
cookies
your dinner.
are made with vegetables. That's where we get the sugar from.
Oh.
So we can't.
And she like turns to Nimsy, just like,
So what you're saying is I can't eat cookies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
You're not my child.
and like Boa just looks towards Penny, just like,
Cookies. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I do, especially right now.
He's like, all right,
We're burning daylight.
Yes, we are. Well, Nimsy, I thank you for your hospitality, but we must be going.
The
We have a moose
hunters,
to hunt.
the hunters are just like, "Can we get on the hunt now?" Penny and Boa are just like, "Let's talk about food
I guess-
more." Yes.
oh, the
Right before we leave.
the hunters are already on the hunt.
Well, I'm talking about, you know, the
Chance and-
hunters.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
Chance and
yeah, yeah,
Kee-va.
yeah.
I guess while we're going to leave, I'll just pull Boa to the side, out of earshot of Kee-va, and say, "I promise you shall ride your moose.
Pinky promise?
Pinky promise."
You can't break a pinky promise. You know what happens when you do, right?
I would never dream of such a thing.
Right. You hear that, Osh? We're gonna ride a moose. We're gonna ride a moose.
That will head out.
All right. You all make your way out of town towards the forest, and we're gonna take a quick break right there, and we'll come back with delving into the forest. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, everybody. Maybe less, so everybody can get drinks and go to the bathroom. If you're watching, thank you. We'll be back in a few minutes. back, everybody. So, you all step into the forests surrounding Lonelywood. Dense forest filled with snow and blowing wind, just hard to tell what time of day it is, but you woke up, spent 2 hours walking here, maybe about 20 minutes, half an hour, talking and socializing with Nimsy, and only about 20 minutes to get into the woods. Are you looking for tracks? What are you doing?
Yeah, I want to check the trees for like, because antlers, they get itchy, to see if I can get
Okay.
any bearings of any moose like rubbing his antlers against the trees of the bark.
How
Okay.
about the ranger?
Okay, give me a survival check chance. Kee-va, are you looking for anything specific, like tracks?
I'm looking for tracks and droppings.
Okay. Because your preferred, or whatever the fuck it's called, is beasts,
Favorite
give me a survival check with advantage.
Numbers 13.
Okay. You don't find any
That
antler fuzz.
Understood.
16.
16. Okay. So you're all like looking around. Chance, you're like looking around in the trees, like trying to find like even high up branches, because moose are big as fuck. After about an hour, Chance, you don't find anything, but Kee-va, you find moose tracks heading through the forest.
Hey, everyone, over here.
Take you about an hour to find the tracks, though.
These are moose tracks. Moose
Oh,
went this way. Can I tell? Like, is it snowing currently?
It is, yeah, but not enough to like. The tracks are maybe a few hours old.
Okay. So, with the snow and all that, couldn't have been more than a few hours since the moose came through here. So, if we want to find this moose, we just follow these tracks.
Bo was gonna kind of like stomp her foot right next to the track and just like look at like its like massive size versus her
yeah.
foot, and she's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, like she's just like amazed. She's like so excited to see this moose.
based upon how the size of these tracks, how big would you say this thing is?
Can I get like a rough estimate of the size based on the tracks?
Between 8 and 10 feet tall, moose height.
I'm just gonna look up at Penny. Penny's like 6'8", right?
Let me double check, because I
It's
actually wrote it down.
It's definitely taller than Penny, though.
Yeah,
Penny is 6'9".
6'9". So Penny, take
Yes.
Boa, and if she was on your shoulders, that would be about the height of this moose.
Oh, that is intimidating.
Penny, pick me up, I want to see this,
Oh, would you like the perspective of the moose?
Yeah.
All right. This is going to be kind of terrifying for me, but let's give it a shot. And he'll like do that,
Okay.
put you on his shoulders.
That's about how tall a moose is.
Oh my goodness.
We are now the
Boa.
dreaded moose.
Boa,
Yeah?
darling, can you see anything from your vantage point up there? Anything that, might
Is there
direct
anything
us
we
where
should be
to
look-
moose?
Oh, is there anything specific we should be looking out for?
Like leaves, any kind of like living material that a moose could eat, or really just anything that a moose could eat.
All of these trees are pine.
water?
All of these trees are pine needles. But Boa, give me a perception check.
Am I assisting in any way?
Yes, so advantage.
All right, let us see. With advantage, that is a 25.
25. Nothing stands out. Just forests all around. Pine needles. There's no like rivers or anything. It's just forest right now, and the tracks that Kee-va pointed out, heading deeper into the forest.
No, it's just a really pretty view from up here. Like, I can see the tracks that you're talking about, but, like, I can't see any, like, food or anything they've eaten.
We must venture deeper in. It's probably why the moose is so angry. Its food source has been taken away.
I get mad, too, when I'm hungry. So I get it.
Kee-va's just following the tracks, just like,
Okay.
on.
Sure.
Chance,
Yes.
how is that gem working out for you?
I haven't really gotten a chance to use it though yet. I don't feel any different.
Have you can you perhaps speak into people's minds like I did before?
I want to try to telepathically communicate with Pierre. Hello, little rat fellow.
No response.
Response.
Can't understand you. It's just like looks around like it's confused.
What's going on, Pierre? Who are you looking at? Is he kind of like looking back towards
No,
Chance?
he's just confused. It's like just like looking around confused.
Well, Penny, I do not believe it works.
Oh, that is a shame. It seemed like it would be very useful.
I may have to try. Can you hear me, Boa?
Am I still on Penny's shoulders?
Yes.
I'm just like sitting on his shoulders, like.
Actually, maybe not, because you'd be getting branches in the face. Just
He like hops down.
Penny would have watched out for that. He's like skirting branches and stuff. If that's the case, like unless we're in like a
it's getting dense.
forest.
It's getting dense.
I was assuming when it got bad, he like put her down.
Yeah. All right, cool.
What? I thought only Hush could do that.
And amazing and incredible.
And then pitter pattering through the snow.
Wait, what? Did
Yeah.
all of us hear this?
Oh yeah.
Where did that come from?
And you all
That
see this
is-
creature that's maybe a 6-inch tall scurry out from under a pine cone and just scurry deeper into the forest. Just
I want to chase it.
okay.
I'll just dart off into the direction that it was coming from.
Okay.
Chance!
Oh shit!
That's like-
You're super fast. You got like
Super fast.
feline quickness
fast.
or whatever the
All right.
shit from the.
As you're running, you see what was that? A creature scurrying through the forest. It's looks like an animated doll with a strange mask, spindly limbs, and wild hair. And it's just running around going just scurrying off into the forest, and eventually chance you lose sight of it.
Well, then I'll begrudgingly make my way back.
Okay.
It didn't leave any footprints or anything for me to follow her.
No.
It just
Mm,
and
super
plus
small, not enough to leave
snow.
footprints. Yep. It was so lightweight it could run along the surface of the snow. Just
and then even then a passing one would just.
they're very stealthy.
I thought I would be at least faster.
Chance, what did you see? What did you find?
I think it was a fairy.
Fairy.
A fairy.
A
A
fairy?
member of the Fae? Perhaps?
Not entirely sure.
And
It was a small, tiny thing.
as you're
I only.
as you all like are speaking about this fairy thing, and Chance chased it. It definitely his chase definitely disturbed something else that's nearby, and you hear something heavy moving through the thickets and the trees. Just
Reaches back and puts an arrow in her bow,
Okay.
getting ready.
stepping out of the forest and just kind of chewing on like pine cones and stuff, eating pine cones, is an ordinary moose, about 30 feet away, just eating pine cones. Not a white moose, just an ordinary moose, and that's what the tracks led to. Kee-va, just an ordinary moose this time, just eating pine cones. Just
I'll cast
No one
message.
disturb it.
Okay.
I'll cast message to Chance. Be like, this is when you wish to give Boa a ride on a moose. This would be the time.
And then I'll message him back using my stone. Does the moose have to be alive?
Penny will just say, for Boa's sake, I believe it should be.
Well
It'd
then,
be quite morbid if it was not.
slide him on down the hill. How long would it? Can I take my rope and like make a makeshift lasso or something?
Yeah.
Are there any pine cones on the ground
Yeah.
that she could pick up easily?
Yeah.
She's gonna pick up like 5 or 6, and she's gonna like slowly approach it and like put her hand out.
What did I say?
It looks like it gets immediately alerted at you doing it, and as the book says, it poses no threat if it's left alone, and it charges at Boa.
And I use my feline agility to run and like get her out of the path of danger.
Everybody roll initiative first.
She just wanted to give it a snack.
Yeah, she's had snacks.
This is why I said don't.
But it wasn't the big boy.
I literally just said no one disturb it.
We're gonna have a Disney moment, okay?
Yeah, come on. Disney
What was a
moment.
Disney princess?
Everybody's got to get on board with the Disney moment.
All right, Kee-va, what'd you get for initiative?
6.
Okay, Penny.
Yeah, let me double check. 11.
Ooh. Okay. Boa.
4.
Chance.
22.
All right, Chance, you're first up. Boa startles this ordinary moose, and it just charges at Boa.
Can I distract it?
How you planning on doing that? That's it. It'll be your action to try to do that.
Boa, would you? Well, shoot. Yeah. Let me see what I have. 1 second. I don't know. Well, I'll put myself. Can I move myself in front of where Boa is?
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay, and then o- oil flask. I'll throw my oil flask at it.
All right, make a ranged attack roll at it.
That's just a 1d a d8.
No, roll a d20 and add your
D20.
dexterity modifier to see if it hits.
Okay.
How many oil flasks do you have? Because one, I believe, one did fall
that's-
down the chasm.
Yeah, this is my last one.
Okay,
So that's 16 plus 1 second.
that hits.
Okay.
The oil flask just shatters onto the moose and covers this ordinary moose into oil, and a lot of the other oil kind of just splashes into the snow too. Just
Does it like affect its vision at all?
no.
Well then, Boa, I think it's time for you to move.
Anything else?
If I'm
Action,
standing in front,
action
yeah.
to throw the
Can I
flask.
bonus action dodge?
Yep.
That's it.
All right. The moose is going to complete its charge, and since you got in the way, it's going to be charging into you. But because you did the dodge action, I believe that's with disadvantage.
Mhm.
Or half damage. Yeah, disadvantage. All right. So it's charging at you 20 feet. With disadvantage, the ram attack is a dirty 20 to hit. Just hits you with its big antlers. So you'll have to take an extra 2d4 damage from that because of the charge. So that is 8 bludgeoning damage plus an extra 4, so
Whiz.
12 bludgeoning damage total, and I need a strength saving throw
Jesus.
from Chance.
Meese are nothing to fuck with. I done
Yeah.
told you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing we aren't playing like, you know.
18.
18. You're not knocked prone. But now the moose is kind of like standing in front of Chance and just like huffing out of its nostrils. Just an animal protecting itself because it got startled. And that'll bring it to Penny.
Penny's just gonna be like, Boa, get away, and he'll do a firebolt on it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Okay. That's a 23 to hit.
23 hits. Roll. Roll your fire damage and it gets an additional 5 because of the flask.
An additional 5?
5 fire damage because of the oil flask that Chance threw at it.
Oh, okay. Where's the? Sorry, I just so that I know, where's the 5 coming from? Is
The
it
oil.
like
The oil
flat
flask.
roll though? I mean,
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
a
a flat.
flat
The target
five.
takes an additional
Cool.
5 fire damage from the burning oil.
Cool. I'm not familiar with that rule, so I was just like, oh, cool, awesome. Anyway, all right, so that's 8 plus 5. That's 13 fire damage.
All right, the moose is. That's like a. It's like burning. I need to see if the fire. No, the fire doesn't, because it's just a firebolt. So the fire does not stay on.
Well, the oil, it burns for 2 rounds.
Oh, that's right. Yep. So the moose is burning currently. Anything else, Penny?
Yeah. How far away did Penny start this interaction?
Not super. Well, the
Like
moose,
10 feet away at least,
at
probably?
this point, yeah, it's like the moose is like 5 feet away because it charged Boa. She was approaching it slowly. It charged
Oh.
towards you guys, so yeah.
Okay. He's just going to stay still then, and he's going to end his turn.
All right, Kee-va. Burning moose. It's screaming and just burning. And Boa scared it. You warned them that meese aren't to be fucked with, and it charged after getting startled.
I will save the I told you so's for after. Alright, she's gonna kind of tell Pierre to hide.
Into your cloak.
Aim her bow at the moose.
All right.
Say a little word in Primordial. Cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
That's 6 extra damage, and then
Make an attack roll.
arrows. That is a 19.
19 hits. The arrow just sails towards the moose.
Okay, and that is 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 6 from Hunter's Mark is 17.
17. The arrow sails, and it's a perfect shot between the eyes, and it drops the moose onto the ground dead, and the fire just keeps burning it. And then eventually, because it's only 2 rounds, the fire goes out.
As soon as that moose drops, he was marching over there. What did I tell you?
I was just trying to give it a snack.
Yes, it doesn't matter, okay? I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad, Kee-va. I'm
Just
Kee-va.
disappointed.
Boa. A little bit, yes.
Well, now
It's
you can
kinda
ride it.
worse.
She will not be riding a dead moose, Chance.
Disappointing.
Look, you obviously have not been in a forest all that much. I have, so I would appreciate if you respected my advice, because my advice is here to keep all of us alive while we are in the forest.
But I wasn't trying to mess with it. I just wanted to feed it.
And I understand that, but it is a wild animal. It is going to take you approaching it as a threat to its safety. And when it is threatened, it attacks. It does not think like you and I, all right?
Okay. Sorry, Kee-va. Sorry, Chance. Sorry, Penny. Sorry, Pierre.
Be better for next time.
Okay.
Be better for next time, okay?
okay.
And she
Chan.
like turns to Chance and she just goes up to him and just like gives him a hug.
He's looking real
And
bad.
like as she like gives him a hug, she's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah. Oh.
She's like,
That
I'm
moose
sorry.
fucked Chance.
Yeah.
It was very nearly a one shot.
Yeah. Yikes.
Woo!
Sorry,
Perfect.
nothing.
Yeah, moose. Yeah,
that-
moose are scary, man.
Full
Terribly
health
scary.
back. So you get 12 hit points back.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's perfect.
So like, these like gore marks where the antlers like impaled Chance, just like close up, just like a sponge.
A hug can fix everything, right? And she like lets go.
Well, not my clothes.
And she'll cast mending. She'll put her hands over
The
it.
holes in your clothes go away and get fixed.
Well, that's that. Thank you.
There's a
Thanks,
dead,
Chance.
charred moose on the ground,
Well,
covered in oil.
for those of you that pride yourselves on, hunting and whatnot, there is a game here to be used for a later date, food, whatnot.
I'm gonna start butchering the moose.
Okay, give me a survival check to see how long it takes and how much you can get.
Hell yeah, baby!
Can I assist?
Natural 20!
No need.
Never mind. Never mind.
You're a 26,
So Kee-va,
baby!
Fucking Rangers, man.
You know,
Let's go.
you guys don't have a lot of stuff to carry, big pieces of moose meat. So what are you looking to take from this thing with a natural 20?
First off, the antlers. Just
Those are very
the
big.
antlers.
How are you gonna transport the antlers? Just curious, is all.
I'm gonna wear them.
They're very big.
I will snap little pieces off so that
Okay.
I can have antlers.
Okay.
And so that Pierre can have antlers too.
Okay, so you're like snapping off little miniature, like the ends of antlers to make little mini antlers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You
then-
you snap the antlers off. You take some like the moose hide, the fur, and you like wrap it around the antlers to make like a quick like headband almost. You can wear them. Just you make Pierre a little pair of antlers.
And then I'll just take like. God, I don't know much about butchering.
I do.
So,
It's all
like-
good.
The best cuts of a moose.
Of a moose. So I've only broken down a pig before, but so probably a moose would probably be maybe the belly. So you get like moose brisket, and
Sure.
the legs. But the legs are really big too, so maybe just like big pieces off the legs. Tongue is also really good to eat.
I'll take the tongue. Hell
All
yeah.
right, big old moose tongue. A big hunk of like moose belly to make moose bacon, or moose brisket, whatever the fancy is, and big hunks of moose meat off the legs.
I'm just going to town with like Earth sword, just cracking bones and all that.
And with the natural 20, I'll say it only takes you maybe 25 minutes to get what you want from it.
All right, and she'll like wipe the sword, the blood off on her sleeve, and be like, "All right, let's go."
Are you looking for another set of moose tracks?
Yeah.
Okay. Advantage on your survival check, please.
That is a 19.
19. Takes you another hour to find moose tracks, but you do find moose tracks. Not anywhere near this moose. Moose are generally solitary creatures unless they're with their babies and their other meese family members.
Significant others.
Yeah, but you do find another set of tracks. Kind of
Just,
going
like,
in the same
happy,
direction,
like-
but instead of going straight north, these tracks kind of go northeast.
See, you guys, you just have to become the moose. You just have to become the moose, and you will find the moose. And she'll just follow
Okay.
the new tracks.
All right.
How big does this one look to you, Kee-va?
Same size, roughly.
Now let's see. If you put chance on your shoulders, that's how big this one would be.
Oh, this must be the one, yes?
Sure. Yes, for sure.
So you're following these tracks. Again, the forest is getting thicker and thicker. The pine trees, the needles are like they're head height for Penny's. Penny's kind of like having to duck quite a lot to maneuver through this dense part of the forest. But after about
My
2
back.
hours or so, you come across another ordinary moose. This one doesn't have any antlers, and it's drinking from a little frozen stream. And it's about 50 feet away. Just another ordinary moose, just drinking from the stream. Just
With my experience, would I be able to tell if this is perhaps a mother moose?
they probably wouldn't be that far apart if it was. And
I'm
you can
just
kind of see.
concerned about potentially getting in the way of babies.
You can-
and
you can
getting
s-
attacked
oh,
by another moose.
That's what you meant. That's what you meant. Okay, yeah. As it's drinking, you can kind of see two other little mooses kind of poke their heads out of the forest and start drinking with their mother. Yes, it is a mother moose with her babies, so you would know much more violent than the other one if threatened.
Okay. Now, I would like everyone to listen to me this time. Do you see that moose over there?
Yes.
I think we're all probably in range of your telepathy. Penny knows about it, but I don't know if anybody else does.
So, that moose has babies. And when a moose has babies, if we get in between it or pose any threat to that babies, we will not be living after it charges us. So, let's give it a wide berth and continue on our way. Deal?
Understood. Although it makes more sense for her to ride one of the small ones if she was going to ride one.
She is not riding a moose, Chance.
Yes, I would say that based on the last interaction, we should probably avoid it.
That was nothing compared to what a mother moose will do to you if she thinks you pose any threat to her babies.
But we don't pose a threat.
And I
I've made a
understand
promise.
that well. Yeah, well, you shouldn't make promises you can't keep, Chance.
Funny how that works.
Yes, funny. Anyways,
What?
Can Penny do an insight check on Chance when he makes that statement?
Okay. I don't know what it's about, but sure.
Well, just to see if that statement means like carries any weight with him.
That's up to chance.
Because she said don't make any promises you can't keep, and he said funny how that works. So Penny wants to see if there's like something there deeper. Nothing specific, by the way. You don't have to say anything specific, but he's just kind of like, kind of giving you a look. And I'm just gonna, I'll go ahead and just roll insight right now. And it's low, so it's probably nothing. But yeah.
Give me 1 second. Is there a window? Oh, 4? Yeah, it doesn't seem like much at all.
Yeah,
It's just
right. Cool.
a statement in passing.
All right. Yeah. No, makes sense. All right. Moving on. Sorry.
The mother
I'm
moose.
going to give the moose
The mother
a
moose.
wide berth.
Yep. They eventually Moose are very perceptive creatures. It sees that you're giving it a wide berth, not coming any closer. And it's eyeballing you to make sure that you don't come any closer. Just watching.
Boa just waves as they go by.
Alright, and then as soon as we're out of sight of the moose and not posing any threat to it, I will resume search for moose tracks or droppings.
Okay, so just so you know, every time you're looking for tracks, it takes an hour to find tracks if you succeed on the check. So it's been
Good
2
thing
hours.
we started a new day.
It's been 2 hours since you've been looking for this meese. So yeah, give me another survival check with advantage. Thank God Kee-va has advantage on it.
Yeah, dudes. So I don't know if any of you
Yeah,
guys have
thank
been
God.
hunting. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever been hunting before, but like
Nope.
I went hunting for. I went hunting deer a few times. And like when you see them, they'll like, if they like sniff you out, they won't know exactly where you're at, but they'll smell you, and they'll like take their front hoof and like aggressively stomp it into the ground, and it's just like, oh shit. Like it's intimidating. She's like,
Mises,
oh god.
Mises charged.
Pieces are terrifying.
They're charged.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen videos like
Also,
people
that's
cross
a
country skiing
17.
and just 17.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you find another set of tracks. Another hour to find the set of tracks. That's 3 hours total. You've been looking for this Mies.
As she's been like trying to like find the tracks and stuff like that, Boa has 100% been like making a little snowman in the snow. 100%.
Okay. Well, more than 3 hours because to get to the moose it takes a certain amount of time. All right. So you're probably looking more like at 5 hours total in the forest. So you're gonna follow these tracks
Right,
too, Kee-va?
Yep.
Okay.
Please
All
God, pick a good moose.
righty.
Please God.
8, 9.
Okay. You're walking. After about 4 hours of following these tracks, it leads to the carcass of a moose. That looks like it's been killed by some sort of predatory animal, and it's not fresh. It's kind of frozen a little bit. The body. Another
Have we seen
ordinary
any sign
moose.
of hunters? Like any human-ish or
No.
not moose footprint?
No. But there are other tracks around the moose that aren't moose prints.
Can I tell what general family they belong to?
Bear. Specifically
Bear.
brown bear.
Ooh, that's not a good one.
But again, this is like a super frozen corpse. Because you're a ranger and whatnot, I'll say you also know, and because you preferred animal as beasts, you know bears, specifically brown bears, are very, very protective of their kills. And you probably also know that living in Alberta. Brown bears will fuck shit up if you come near one of their kills. And this kill is very frozen and cold, so you get the feeling the bear probably killed this a while ago and got all it needed from it when it killed it and then wandered off.
It's just a hollow thing, no
It's-
guts left on it.
Yeah, it's real gross.
Well, I hate to admit it, but the search is not going so well.
Yes, well,
Perhaps the hunters have found it already.
yes. Quite unfortunate. It is. Most of the day is gone. It will be becoming night soon. So, we should probably be heading back, yes?
Well, it's
What's
only
the
been a
next one's
couple of hours.
It's been 12 total.
It's been a lot of hours.
It's-
We are
it's been a
nearing
day.
dark time.
It's at this point it's like getting to be nighttime.
I am quite cold. It is very cold here.
Ah, yes, it's dark. I can't see.
Um,
Haha.
the moon is out right now, so there is moonlight. So it's not like pitch
Okay.
black. Plus, you're also like not in a settlement or anything, so yeah, there's still moonlight coming through the forest. That said, though, Kee-va, based on how far you've gone into the forest at this point, 12 hours worth total, give me another survival check with advantage, please.
With advantage, that is a. I can't do simple math. 23.
23. You see the biggest moose tracks you've seen yet today, continuing forward, and slumped up near a tree about maybe 30 yards away. Looks like somebody just kind of sitting up against a tree.
Just use that and bolts
Okay.
straight for that person.
Through the snow.
No explanation to the others. Just. Are you alive? Are you alive?
You get up, and the person's like slack-jawed, and their entire torso has been ripped apart by what looks like antlers. like just gored and stabbed. Just
She'll close their eyes and then search through the pockets.
you find 2 gold pieces and 15 arrows.
Penny.
The bow
Penny
is
cast-
snapped in half.
Oof, yikes. Penny definitely casts message. Did you find anything? What's going on?
The hunt might be picking up again. 15 arrows, you said?
Yeah.
It is very late at night.
We're not going
Or, I
to
mean-
make it back to the town before true nightfall, so
Where are we sitting? Like, I mean, obviously we wouldn't know the exact time, but like, what would it look like to us as freaking meta-wise?
Nighttime.
Okay,
Moon's
so
up-
the
moon's
sun
up-
is
moon's-
the sun is definitely
You
gone.
can never see the sun in Icewind Dale. That's one of the things it says. The sun hasn't been seen on Icewind Dale for over 2 years.
Okay.
But the moon is
Bo
out.
was like Bo was trying to like follow like Kee-va over there, and once she's like sees Kee-va doing all that, Bo was just looking around. And did she see anything with her outworldly perception?
Nothing invisible, no.
Or on the ethereal plane?
No.
Can I listen out for that the laughter of that little doll thing that I saw earlier?
Nope, don't hear it. But also looking ahead, Kee-va, the tracks lead to a large circular indentation in a snowy hillside.
I do believe we might be on the right path.
Why do you see that?
Do you see how these tracks go to the hillside there, the little indentation?
Yeah.
And do you see how this poor hunter obviously met a cruel fate?
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that was a moose, and this is why we don't ride mooses, because this will happen.
So what you're saying is he tried to ride a moose and this happened?
Yes.
Okay. I won't try
I
to
don't
ride
want you to end up like that. I don't want you to end up like that.
Oh, yeah, that's
So no
bad.
riding mooses. No
Okay.
riding mooses.
No riding mooses. Hosh won't ride them either, right, Hosh? Right, yeah.
We don't want Hodge to end up like that either.
No.
You just like see her like death grip around him.
I don't mean to scare you. I don't want to scare you.
You don't scare me or Hodge. I listened to your ghost story and we weren't scared.
Yes, but this is not a ghost story. This is real, my dear.
The ghost story wasn't real?
Ghosts aren't real, my dear. But anyways, I am going to follow these tracks. If the rest of you want to call it quits and accept defeat and go back, feel free. But I am going to follow these tracks.
Well,
This
you
is no
didn't.
quitter.
You did say that it was quite dangerous. But I am up to the task.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
No.
That's good.
That said, I would like to check this person for any identifying features so we can notify the town. And he's just gonna give the guy a once-over to, like if he's got a beard, he's gonna note the beard. If he's got a scar, he's gonna note the scar. That type of stuff. Color of hair. He's gonna do that as well as look for anything unique on the person.
Brown hair, shaggy brown hair, and a bushy brown beard.
Okay, cool. He takes the note, and
And his guts are hanging out in the snow.
cool. He will store that memory for presenting it as a minor illusion to someone later to identify him.
Okay.
We're terrible people. I love this.
Alright, so Kee-va, are you following those tracks?
I am going to load one of my new arrows, into the bow and follow
Okay.
the tracks.
As you follow the tracks, Rising from the middle of this circular indentation is a triangular gnomon, which is like the interior of the dial of a sundial, of beautifully carved crystal that stands 20 feet tall. A 10-foot-high berm hugging the circle's eastern edge has evergreens growing around and atop it, sheltering what looks like a sarcophagus buried under snow and enclosed by a half circle of pale blue crystal pillars. North of the berm is a delicately carved gazebo made of marble, and south of the berm is a row of outward-facing white marble statues atop granite pillars. And if you all go to roll 20, I'll be changing the map.
Oh, there might be something more going on here than just a moose.
And the current location you are standing in, yeah, you see 6 elevated white marble statues arranged in a line that depict, like through the trees you can see them, that depict slender, robed figures facing northward. The engraving on their faces has been worn away by the wind, but pointed ears make the statues identifiable as elves.
Oh my god, no.
What? What's going on?
There's a reason why this isn't a normal moose. And this is just fucky enough to make me think that the two are connected.
What?
This should not be in a forest. This is kind of out of place for a forest. And a white moose is also kind of out of place for a forest. It's not a hard stretch to make to think that these two are in fact related and that we'll find the moose here. And it's... what is the word I'm thinking? Lair, so to speak.
Penny immediately starts looking around for a white moose in snow.
Perception check.
All right. +0. 19. Wow, cool.
Nope.
No, doesn't see it.
Nope.
Well,
Each of those.
don't.
Oh. Continue.
I don't see any sign of the moose right now. Perhaps we lay a trap? Or some type of bait? What do moose eat?
What do moose eat? That is a good question.
Grass.
Pine
weeds.
cones? And like Boa takes out one of the pine cones she tried to feed the other moose.
Each of those statues is 7 feet tall on a cylindrical base of wind-worn granite, by the way.
And each of these squares are 5 feet.
Correct.
You all stay here, okay? Stay here. And I will move.
You don't have to worry about counting the squares right now because we're not in combat.
Yeah, but I will move into past the ring of statues.
Okay. To whereabouts?
I'm gonna try and get over here.
Okay. Yeah, so you're at that point you are facing embedded in the hillside south of the circular indentation, which is directly beside you. You can see that where the sundial is a stone door with no visible handles or hinges. That
And
leads
that's this one
into
right here?
that leads into the side of this hillside.
Penny will cast message and be like, Kee-va, do you see anything? Well, why did you run away?
I didn't see a moose. I see a door though. I'm gonna go through it if I can. You keep Boa safe, okay?
Penny's going to address Chance and Boa and be like, perhaps we should carefully move in the direction she went just so that we can keep an eye on her.
Can we go make a pit stop at that cool-looking sarcophagus up there, Penny?
Yes, but we shouldn't get split up too much. We should keep an eye out.
And Kee-va, actually where you're standing, I'll also describe the moon dial. Rising from the center of the circular depression is a tall triangular crystal gnomon, a device one typically finds in the middle of a sundial. It is thick near the base, nice, and narrows to a sharp point at the top. The snow around the gnomon has melted away, revealing a circle of symbols carved into the stone around it. The symbols depict phases of the moon, suggesting that the circular depression is not a sundial, but a moon dial. And something has punched a hole in the wall in the northwest edge of the depression, creating a dark opening that leads under the hill. And currently, one of the full moons on that moon dial are lit up. So the ones that look at the full moon, the one top, the top one, is lit and glowing. And you can also see that there are actually inscriptions on each of these moon symbols.
Tiny, I am instead not going to go through the door, but I'm going to make my way over to that full moon and try and read the inscription.
Okay. Do you know Elvish as you make your way over there?
I don't.
So you can't. It's written in Elvish, but you don't know what it says.
While she's doing that, Penny did say that he wanted to keep eyes on her. So could we move to like this position to kind of
So since the stream
follow in
can't,
her
since the
footsteps?
stream can't see the battle map, just reiterate also where you're moving, just to tell people watching. So you're gonna move towards a door that Kee-va was standing by.
Indeed, yes.
Okay, go for it. Trudging through the snow.
And I just wanted to make a note that he was doing it with the group, so
Okay.
everyone else could move there if that's what they want to do.
Okay. And Kee-va, as you're standing here, you can kind of see the clouds kind of move across the moon, and the full moon light turns off, but the half moon ones turn on. Just the half moon symbols turn on.
Both of them?
Yes.
And the inscriptions on the half moon ones are also in Elvish, correct?
Yes.
God damn it.
How high is the ledge here?
1 second. 10 feet.
Okay, no way. Okay.
And yeah, you can probably assume there's stairs on the other side to ascend up it, because there is. Otherwise, how can people get up?
And Penny's just gonna message Kee-va and be like, "You seem to be studying something. Do you see anything interesting?"
Do you speak Elvish? Or do any of you speak Elvish? Ask them. Ask them. Do they
Yeah,
speak
he's
Elvish?
gonna receive the message back, and he's just going to say, "Do any of you speak Elvish? I do not."
Well, you are in luck, because I do. I'm quite fluent in Elvish.
Oh, you are interesting, aren't you? Kee-va seems to have acknowledged that some of the text upon the symbols is Elvish.
Well then, I shall go take a look for myself. And I'll head over to where Kee-va is.
Okay. So the half moon inscription you read. 1 second. 1 second. As I pull up some notes. The half moon inscription says, "Unlock the tombs of the half moon."
And I guess I'll share the information with Kee-va. Does that mean anything to you?
Well, it means that there's a tomb of the half moon. That's what that means. It means that this is probably a tomb, which means dead people, which means secrets and treasure.
A number of stories.
Yeah, treasure.
Kee-va,
You got muted
muted.
partway through.
you notice that hole back there?
Well, yes, but it's dark and my eyes don't really work in the dark.
Well,
Can't do much about it.
give me just a moment. Let me take a look-see. I shall message you if I find anything.
How
Oh.
can you message me?
I have the gemstone. Listen, and he'll speak into her mind.
Okay.
I can now do this.
She will use Mind Link to communicate back with Chance to be like, God, can everyone fucking do this? I thought it was special.
No. You are mediocre and average at best. Me, I am amazing.
Yes, certainly. Amazing is what made you almost die on multiple occasions now. Yes, that's what is that what they're calling stupidity now these days?
Oof.
In my language, or in my country, we live on the edge. It's what makes great stories.
Yes, and what country is that?
It's a traveling town outside of Calamite. It's where my clan hails from.
Where is that?
The deserts.
Which desert?
Oof. The name eludes me.
Of course it does. What person doesn't know the name of their home place?
Well, we travel. We don't tend to stay in one place very long.
Well, the desert is very vast. Surely you must know the name of the desert you're from.
Well, give me one moment to try to think of the name. Because there is a name to it. I just don't actually remember.
Boa,
Yeah,
how are you
Penny?
doing?
I want to go see that sarcophagus.
I,
Like, it looks so pretty.
are we looking for a moose? It's getting quite cold. I hope we find it soon.
She's gonna like tug on like Penny's arm and try to like take him towards where she thinks the stairs are. Like
Kee-va and Chance are okay together. Come on, please. Can we go look?
All right, you got me.
I remember it's the Kalisham. No, Kalim Desert. Near the spider swamps.
All right. So
Again, where is that? is it here in Faerun?
No, not at all.
Oh, really? Where from?
Well, it's technically West Faerun.
West Faerun. Oh, okay. Never been there before.
Yes. We have many a wizards, many a slave, and numerous foods to eat.
oh, it looks like Boa's wandered off to the sarcophagus.
Penny's with her.
All right. So while you're all walking there, you do pass that gazebo, which I will describe, or whatever direction you're going. Are you going through the sundial past Chance and?
around
No,
the outside.
yeah, we essentially went along, and I'm pinging
Yeah.
the direction. We
Just so I
essentially
know.
went around that way.
All right. So you do see the gazebo. Either way, when you get to the stairs, in the middle of the gazebo sits an unlit stone brazier. Its bowl 20 inches in diameter. The brazier is full of snow and pine needles that the winds have swept away from the gazebo's polished marble floor, and the brazier is adhered to the floor. But up the stairs you went to look at that sarcophagus. It's a 10-foot climb up those stairs. So it's 10 feet off the ground. This entire platform. And atop the eastern berm, a granite sarcophagus rests in a half circle defined by 5 crystal pillars, and the sarcophagus is covered in snow. The lid.
Boa's gonna like go by it and she's gonna like try to like brush some of the snow off to see if there's
Boa,
anything like on it.
Boa, hold
Yeah,
on.
Penny?
She already
Hold
did.
on. Yes, all right. Well, there it is.
Clearing,
Well, it's not nice to leave it all bad like this with the snow, Penny.
clearing the snow off the lid reveals an engraving of a brazier. You also notice a carving near the top of each pillar from north to south. These images depict a twig, a pine cone, a flame, a feather, and a humanoid hand.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to write that down. Hold on.
So like on top, like on like
engraved into the pillar near the top. So the northmost pillar is a twig.
Twig.
Pillar next to it,
Pine cone.
pine cone. Next to that is a flame. Next to that, a feather. Next to that, humanoid hand.
Bo was gonna, cause she chucked some pine cones when she tried to feed the moose and like just kind of on her bag.
Mm-hmm.
She's just gonna be like, oh. She's gonna take the pine cone and try to like put it on like top of like the pillar.
You can't reach the top of the pillar.
Can she like try to throw it? Try to be like,
Yeah, it lands on top of the pillar, just and then falls off.
Boa, what are you trying to do?
The lid of the sarcophagus, just to remind you, does have the engraving of a brazier on it.
Well, it had a pine cone on there. So I thought, put the pine cone on there. Nothing happened. But come look at this,
Penny, and like she's just like pointing at the sarcophagus to like the brazier engraving, like, look.
I believe that we are looking for moose. So we should stay looking for moose. This is, seems to be a sarcophagus, which is a grave. We should not disturb graves.
Well, we're not disturbing it, Penny. We're just remembering them.
All right, well, touching something is kind of disturbing it. But this might actually be a pivotal moment. Is Haj guiding you right now?
Well, Haj always guides me, Penny.
Penny's gonna do a quick, his self-fortune. He is feeling very weird about all of this, and he's just gonna give himself self-fortune. He's gonna do the
Okay.
6 cards real quick, and he's gonna do it very quickly. And he's just like, oh man, this is looking pretty questionable, this whole scene. And he's just going to say, I cannot ask you which card to choose, so I will just do it myself. But, bottom left. The priest. Well, this is our sarcophagus. Given the context, perhaps we should take care to be reverent.
I always try to be reverent, Penny. I made sure your bunkmate who passed was all cozy in the afterlife. Sent him
And
to Haj's way.
That was quite adorable, and I appreciate it. She was a good bunkmate for the night.
While this is happening, Kee-va and Chance, what are you guys doing?
I want to check out this hole.
Okay.
I will follow him to the point where I can't see anymore.
Okay. So, boom. Chance, as you look into that area, it's a spacious chamber strewn with bones and holds the sleeping forms of several harmless animals: foxes, hares, goats, owls, wolf pups, and young bears that are all just here sleeping peacefully. And as you're looking in, that's all you see.
Just sleeping animals?
Yeah, and then you can see from that angle, a corridor kind of curving up to the left, and a corridor curving down to the south, or curving up to the north and down to the south. From that
And
angle,
then,
yeah, that's all you can see.
So different animals.
Yeah, just sleeping foxes, baby bears, baby wolves, foxes, hares, goats, owls.
Well, then I'll reach back to Kee-va and just shh. There are numerous animals inside sleeping.
Any moose.
I do not see anything that would have made those tracks.
Is there anything else in there? Other than the animals?
I'd have to go in deeper to find out.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
All right, and then I guess I'll sneak in,
Okay.
taking care not to wake up the sleeping babies.
Okay. It's a 10. Let me check. It's a 10-foot drop inside.
What's a 10-foot drop?
Yeah.
I'm super nimble.
Climb down, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I can climb down without any
Right.
any issues because claws are climbing tools.
Are you trying to do this quietly?
Yeah. Let
Stealth.
me
Stealth
Yep.
check.
$28.
Oh yeah, you climb down quietly,
Holy shit.
and there is a little bit of moonlight casting in Kee-va, and it's not going to be completely dark in there. Plus, you have Pierre's headlight if you need it.
Chance, you catch me.
What? Jump.
I'm gonna trust Chance.
Okay.
And try and ease myself down the drop.
Okay.
And then just kind of drop that last little bit and see if he helps her any.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll definitely lend her a hand just to make sure she doesn't fall on any loose stones or twist her ankle or something.
Okay. So you're both in there now. You can see all the sleeping animals just sleeping away.
I will remove Pierre's headscarf and get him to light his brain up.
Okay.
So we got 5 feet of light.
Okay. You can see you can see walls. The animals are still like sleeping. But you hear something like walking on the stone floor in this direction, down towards the south, just like clopping, like. And something is beginning to
Perhaps
round
like-
around the corner, and you see coming around the corner,
Moose?
just doing its patrol of the area, an awakened big ol' white moose, and it sees the two of you as it rounds the corner, and it charges. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Great. And Penny and Boa don't know any of this. So
Nope, you guys
there it is.
are currently 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, about 65 feet away. And then
Did
you're
we
also
potentially
10
fuck up?
feet up on the ledge.
We're 10 feet down.
Yeah, they're 10 feet down. All right, so Kee-va, what'd you get for initiative?
I got a 16.
Oh, nice. Penny. And yeah, unfortunately, Penny and Boa do not know what's happening right now.
Yeah, I got a 20. Wow, 21.
Okay. Yeah, you and Boa have no idea where they went or what's happening. So Boa, what's up? What's your initiative?
I got a nat 20, a 21 as well.
Okay. And Chance, what'd you get?
16.
16. All right. So, Penny, what's your initiative bonus?
2.
And Boa, what's yours? 1. I wish Roll20 or D&D Beyond was sorted like that. Yeah, Penny, you're first. You and Boa are just examining the sarcophagus.
Yeah. So I was actually thinking about checking in with those guys and casting message, regardless of what was happening just then.
With message.
I wish I would have spoken up, but
With
I
message, do you have to be able to see them?
No.
And what's the range on message?
120 feet.
Okay.
Let me double check, but I believe it's
Already
120
pulling
feet.
it up.
Yes, it's 120 feet.
Okay.
And
You point your finger towards a creature within range.
Yeah, 120 feet.
So you have to. It says you have to point your finger at them, though.
Okay. I mean, I can probably see them from here. We're on
It's a
an
10
elevated surface.
No, it's a 10-foot drop though down, so you actually can't see them down in that hole.
Well, I know where they went, though, right? I mean,
You and
we
Bo
were
were-
right next to each other.
Yep.
We were in the same area, and we were. Do
Yeah,
we
sure.
have a passive awareness of what they were doing, or no?
You just knew they were checking out that hole, and then now they're
Okay.
not
I will just point a finger in their general area, cast message, like, well, how is everything going here? We found a sarcophagus. I told Boa not to mess with it because that seems foolish.
Oh, sorry. I'm just reading the rules of the spell here. 3 solid objects if you're familiar with the target, which you are. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, 1 foot shit of lead, or 3 feet of wood
Moves
blocks
around.
the spell.
Moves around corners.
Okay, it does
So
say
if you're
1
outside, it pretty much goes
Okay.
wherever. And that's what he says.
Yeah, that's your action.
Yeah, that's my
Who?
action.
Yep.
And
To
they can
whom?
respond without having to do an action at all. It's a free action to respond. They can just do whatever on their turn whenever that happens. But that's what
Yeah.
Penny does.
Okay.
Because he doesn't know what's going on.
Unfortunately, y'all can't respond until your turn happens. Then I'll bring it to Boa.
Oh, it's just like, oh, pretty sarcophagus, and she's looking at like the indent. Oh my god, I can't
Yeah.
remember the name of it.
Brazier.
What'd you call it? Brazier. Blech. She's like, huh, and she's gonna go and start like walking, kind of like towards the. Oh my god, I can't. The gazebo. There we go.
Okay.
15, 20, 25, 30, and she's just like,
She doesn't know.
like she doesn't know. Like Penny's just like,
No, that's fine.
and I guess I could use my action to dash to be like, because like she's excited, like she's
Okay,
like
go
had
for
a
it.
thunk.
Yep.
So 25, 30. Okay, so she's at the end of the stairs.
Taking
She's
off
like-
running
she's like,
after
"Wait a
seeing
minute."
something. Okay.
Because she's just like, oh, what if I throw the pine cone in
Penny
there?
messaged one of them, so Boa has no idea what's going on, and you didn't relay anything
Yeah.
to Boa.
Of
so Boa's
course.
doing
Of
her own
course.
thing.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
She's an excited child.
All
Yes,
right. So
I
that'll
get
bring us to, I imagine, chance to higher initiative bonus since you, Kee-va,
Yeah, +9.
and the moose tied, so your first chance.
+9, jeez.
Yeah, I got a +9.
So you see the moose just coming around the corner. It's the white fur that it has is covered in blood. Its antlers are just covered in gore and blood. It's a big fucker.
Yeah. So, I guess with that being said, I would respond back to Penny. A little panic and urgency in his voice. We found the moose. And without further ado,
Yeah, you see it just staring at you, dripping with blood.
oh, it didn't charge?
It hasn't had its turn yet, but it is in the middle of it. It's currently charging, so it's doing that. And all
So
the
it's gonna
animals.
step on all the sleeping babies.
Once all this happens, no, those animals like scatter. They gone. They climb up out of the hole. So like
Oh.
while everything's happening, eventually like next round, Penny and Bo are going to see a bunch of like animals just bursting out of that hole in the ground and running away.
Okay. I don't want to get charged and gored again.
Let the tank take it.
Yeah, okay. I'll wait, where's my thingamajig? Because it shouldn't be hard to shoot this guy in the eyeball. I want to pop a shot off with my short bow.
Okay,
25.
25 hits.
13 damage. Oh, I'm sorry, 11 damage.
Okay. No, you get sneak attack.
Oh, okay, 13.
Cool, just into this moose, and it just angers it and pisses it off even more.
He was already mad.
Anything else?
I want to move this way.
Okay, to that like the corridor that's kind of stretching upwards. Okay, cool beans. You can easily do that.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Kee-va, what's your initiative bonus?
Oh god. It's +3.
Okay, you're next.
Oh, thank God.
And you don't have disadvantage on the attack rolls because I believe Pierre's little brain lights out.
Yeah.
Cool.
First off, a hunter's mark on the moose.
Go for it. Yeah,
And then I'm going to shoot it with my bow.
go for it.
How was it? 23 to hit.
Oh, 23 hits. Yeah, you're just like, "What?" And the arrow kind of like
Like, yeah.
wanted style arcs around the statue in front of you and slams into the moose's like torso. Just thunk.
Just that good.
Oh yeah.
So that is 8, 9, 10 damage from the bow, and then 4 from Hunter's Mark.
All right, just sinks into the moose's chest. Anything else?
I'm gonna run as far away as I can.
Okay, it's difficult if you want to like leave this area. It's 10 feet of difficult terrain to climb up out of the hole, or it'd be 20 feet.
So to get
20 feet. You'd have to like make. Oh wait, you don't have a climbing speed, so yeah. You can try to pull yourself out if you want to leave this area, or you can just run around in here.
Gonna try and get behind this statue right here.
Oh, you can easily do that. So you're just like getting into like you're trying to like get into a small enough area where this thing can't get to you in.
With the antlers, yes.
Okay.
That is exactly what I'm doing.
Since it could, yeah, it's just gonna charge at chance, just and bolt at chance. So runs at chance, and it's yes. So to see if it hits with its antlers, what does it hit with? Its antlers, yes. Okay, so that's a natural 1 on the antler hit while it charges. So the antlers like hit into the wall. You duck just in time. But it has multi-attack, so it's going to bring down the hose just for a 15 to hit. Misses. So it just the hooves into the wall, and the moose is now standing directly in front of Chance, and that'll bring it to Penny.
So Penny heard that the moose is here.
Yes.
In the direction that he cast message.
Yes.
So he's gonna move down.
Okay. Are you taking the stairs, or are you gonna jump down into the
5,
snow?
10. He's gonna slide down the edge. It looks like it's curved.
It's not. That's just what the ledge looks like. It's not curved. It's just a straight 10-foot drop into the snow.
Into snow.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take it.
Cool. No bludgeoning damage. You just drop into snow.
Cool. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And you'd have to walk around that dial because the dial is raised up out of the ground.
Yeah. He's gonna shout to Boa. They found the white moose. It seems to be dangerous. And he's going to keep going, using his action.
To dash, okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see, what does he have for bonus actions? Nothing. So that's his turn.
Okay. Boa.
Oh, it's just like, Lewis? And she's just like,
Oh man, you're so far away.
I know! She's just like abandoning like the gazebo thing. And she's like, wait. And she's like looking and she's just like, well, I guess it's shorter for her to just try to jump off the ledge than actually like walk around everything.
Do whatever you want to do.
So she's just gonna be like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then bonus action dash.
It's action. Oh, action to dash for Cleric.
Action dash.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're no longer a ranger or a rogue.
Rogue.
25, and then
Yep. Jumping doesn't jumping over ledges doesn't cost you movement.
okay, and then
Yeah, falling doesn't cost movement.
So I guess I only have up to there, yeah.
Yep.
And then, do I have any bonus actions?
You can't see the moose, Boa.
Yeah, nothing.
And you can't
But-
really see down into that room based on angles and things.
But I can see Penny.
You can see Penny. Penny
So-
is 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 feet away.
Penny's small boy, right?
No,
What?
he's not a
Penny's a
small boy.
big boy.
He's 6
I
foot
meant
9.
like, is he like he's not? He's kind of
He's
sludgy.
slender. He's slender.
He's not the tank.
He is
No, he's a
definitely not
sorcerer.
the tank. He is a skinny Dragonborn. Probably the skinniest Dragonborn you've ever seen, if you've ever seen a Dragonborn at all.
Oh boy. You're within 60 feet of her.
Yes, he is.
And I'm at full health, just so you know.
So. But that moose attack. Oh no. She's gonna. Okay. No, she's gonna save that for now then.
Okay.
She's just gonna yell out, "I'm coming, Penny!"
Penny, you turn and you see this like Kuo-toa and like a winter coat just trying to scurry through the snow as quickly as possible.
Holding her shark, just like.
Okay.
None of this is deep enough to be difficult terrain, correct?
It doesn't say so.
Okay, cool.
That'll
Nice.
bring us to Chance. The moose is directly in front of you now. You like miraculously dodged its charge. It slammed into the wall. Its hooves clattered against the wall. It's your turn.
Does it cost me an action to switch from my short bow
No,
to my?
I don't
Okay,
use those rules.
Got you. Well then, since it's all up in my grill, I'm gonna poke him in the eye. Does a 13 hit?
13 does hit. I don't think you get sneak attack though.
He does.
6 piercing? Do I?
Yeah, I mean he's a swashbuckler, right?
Nope,
I mean he's
we're
solo.
not level. We're
Not
not level
yet.
3.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
So
Not
yeah,
yet.
no sneak attack on that. So it's
Yeah,
just
no.
6 damage.
And then I will, since I have his attention, I'm gonna bonus action dodge.
Okay. It'll be Kee-va's turn then.
Hunter's mark is still up. I
Yes, it
will
is.
step out from
Chance is
behind
like
the
this
statue.
moose is like 4. It's like that video of the guy who's like sitting on the road and there's that deer like headbutting him or like trying to like knock him over and the guy's just like this. That's currently Chance. It's pinned up against the wall. This like 10-foot tall moose just like.
I am going to shoot another arrow at it.
Go for it.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 hits. You're just like into the moose's side. Just
Hey! Leave my friend alone. 8, 9, 10, 11 from the bow and 2 from Hunter's mark.
so 14
And then I will-
or 13.
Hide back behind the statue.
Okay, the moose is starting to look a little beat up. It's like, that'll bring it to the moose, who is going to continue. It's just going to go multi-attack on Chance. Antlers and hooves. 25 with the antlers to hit.
Hmm.
So the antlers just come down and like they rake across your chest. They stick into your chest. One of the ribs kind of, like one of the antlers kind of actually splits like underneath one of your ribs.
How bad does it hurt?
I'll let you know in a second.
Ugh.
17 piercing damage from the antlers.
He just
Gee
drops.
whiz! Yeah, that's all of Chance's
Like
hit
a
points in one
log.
go.
I'm down.
And it's gonna finish up with some hooves on Chance. Just with advantage, that is a 19 to hit.
Alright, so I failed one time. Or is it 2 death?
It's 2 death fail saves because it's an
Okay.
auto crit.
Got you.
Jeez.
16 bludgeoning damage, so you're still alive, but you have 2 failed death saves. And then it's gonna turn its attention towards Kee-va.
Panic, panic,
And that'll bring it to Penny. You just saw Chance get fucked up by
Yeah.
another moose today.
Yeah. Penny's going to take a sliver of dried meat
Mhm.
from his satchel and put it on his tongue and then gag
Okay.
and cast Acid Stream on the moose.
Okay. Does Acid Stream have like a radius of it?
Dex saving throw.
Okay, so it won't bother Chance at all, just in case, because the moose is
Correct.
standing.
It's a
on the fence.
line.
Moose,
He's
it is standing.
aiming it. He's aiming it to the
Okay.
the ass end. He's just
Okay.
gonna aim at the ass
What's
if
the
he
saving
needs
throw?
to. Dex save.
Dex. That's a 13.
Just fails.
Okay.
Okay. So that means I'll just read Acid Stream. A stream of acid emanates from you in a line of 30 feet long and 5 feet wide in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw, be covered in acid for the spell's duration, or until a creature uses its action to scrape or wash the acid off itself, or another creature does it. A creature covered in the acid takes 3d6 acid damage at the start of each of its turns. So not immediately. So nothing happens right now. But at the start of its next turn, it's going to take some 3d4 acid damage.
Okay.
That's what Penny does.
Okay.
He's going to do that, and then with his bonus action, he's going to convert. He's going to convert some sorcery points to replace that spell slot,
Okay.
and that's what he does.
Alrighty. That'll bring us to Boa.
Okay, she is still like trying to get up there, just like so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, from here,
Mm-hmm.
can she see that, like from the corner here, that Chance is like booked?
No, not from. You're too far back to see into the hole.
Fuck. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. I am. Okay. Action to dash.
Okay.
15. I can. Cause is Chance right here? I can't.
Where? Right where?
Oh my god, I'm having issues clicking. Like there.
No, he's inside about 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's 35 feet inside and down 10 feet.
So this is okay. So I can't see him from here.
Correct.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I still have movement. I don't want Chance to die. I can see the moose though, right? It's a big fucker.
It does say you have to get up close to the hole to look into it. Unfortunately.
Does the light from Pierre help at all?
What's the radius on Pierre's light?
5 feet.
Nope.
Bo is just gonna be like, clutching Hodge, and she's just gonna use the rest of that movement to jump in.
Okay.
And she is going to
You're jumping in?
jump down.
Okay. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the 10-foot fall.
That's fine.
But yeah, you can see Chance lying on the ground in front of the moose.
She is going to bonus action healing word.
Alright.
And so that's gonna be where's that D4? Oh my god, come on. Whew, okay, you get 7 points of healing.
That's way better than 0.
So Chance comes to consciousness, prone underneath this moose.
I have been here before.
Anything else? Boa. That's action, bonus action, movement, so no. You don't have anything.
No.
Alright. That'll bring us to Chance, prone in front of the moose.
Well, I'm gonna stand up. Well, yeah, stand up.
Alright, half movement to stand up in front of the moose.
gonna be mad if I stab it again.
Oh yeah.
Disengage,
Okay.
dash
Okay.
to position myself in front of or near Boa in the exit.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
that's all.
All right, Kee-va.
Yikes. Again, I'm going to do the same thing as always. Step up from behind the statue and pew!
Okay. The moose, as Chance is running away, it turns. It says, "Coward."
To me or to Chance?
Oh, to Chance.
In what language?
Common.
Okay.
Oh, I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Listen,
That
Offended.
is a
Chance will turn around and draw his dagger.
So,
That's it.
what'd you get to hit with your bow?
24.
24 hits. Just.
A 10 from the bow and a 4 from Hunter's Mark.
So 14. That moose is looking real bad. It's bleeding profusely from like the 3 arrows that are sticking out of it and the stab wounds from Chance. And it's just looking around and it looks at you and says, "No hiding, little girl." Anything else?
I will step forward.
Okay.
Like, you want to get it? Bring it, bitch.
Okay, that'll bring it to the moose. It is going
It
to.
takes 8 acid damage.
Alright, still up, but barely. And it is going to charge at Kee-va.
Okay, bring it, baby. I am the tank.
Yeah, the 11 doesn't hit with the antler, so you don't get hit by that extra charge damage. So Pierre like leaps up and bites the moose on the nose, and it kind of like shakes Pierre off onto your shoulders, and then it's gonna come at you with the multi-attack with its hooves. For a 16 to hit.
Fuck.
And
That
you
is.
take 12 bludgeoning damage from the hooves. Just
We still standing, baby.
yeah, you are. Oh yeah, it's over here now. And in common, it's gonna say, "Go fuck yourself" to your face. Spit on you with this bloody like moose spit. And that'll bring it to Penny.
I got a 19 on the con save to keep Hunter's Mark up.
Cool.
By the way.
So when it's been speaking, is that out loud or through
Out
people's
loud.
heads? Oh, this thing's gonna burn. And Penny is gonna use breath weapon. Another dex save.
One sec.
And
Is it what is your breath weapon? Is it a cone or a line?
is a line.
Okay, what's the width on it?
Oh wait, 5 feet. Never mind. He's not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
you-
Sorry, I just noticed. Okay. So yeah, I guess he'll just do a yeah, he'll do a firebolt then.
Alright, attack roll. As you hurl a firebolt down into this hole.
22 to hit.
22 hits. Don't even bother rolling damage. The acid dropped it to 1 hit point. So how do you want to do this?
Seeing it charge at his friend, he's going to do a firebolt at its front legs so that it crashes to the ground in front of her, and then pretty much leave the coup de grace up to her.
Okay.
It's
how-
still alive, it just doesn't have front legs.
Yeah, so how do you want to finish it, Kee-va?
I want to take an arrow and just stab it through the eye.
Alright, as it drops to the ground, it looks up at you all and says, "You're all gonna die violently when my master finds out." And you stab it in the eye with the arrow.
I fucking plan on it, bitch.
And it just keels over onto the ground dead.
Well, I'm going to see if I can take any of my arrows back.
Survival check.
That's a 9.
You get 1 arrow back.
So I lost 3 arrows.
But now you
The
are.
one that she just stabbed in the eye?
Yeah, just you pull that arrow out and the eye comes with it.
Hell yes.
Well, I only shot 1 arrow. Can I get my 1 arrow back with a 13?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay, so
It's just holding the arrow with the eye on it, like.
But you are now free to explore this place without the harm of the moose.
It is getting quite dark. This place is quite interesting, but it is getting quite cold again. What do all of you suggest?
well, we need some sort of proof that we killed this thing, so we should definitely
Hide
take the
the
pelt
skin.
and the
skin.
horns.
Yes, at the very least, that would be a good idea. I agree.
Did you guys see anything of interest outside?
He'll look at Boa.
Little sarcophagus up there, and then these neat engravings on these pillars. And she's like thinking, she's like, there's a pine cone, there's a twig, there's a human hand, there's fire, and there's something else.
A feather.
Thanks, Penny.
Yes.
Well, before me and Kee-va ventured in here, there was an engraving on the moon dial. It instructed us to open the half moon sarcophagus.
A half moon tomb, but that's probably what it meant.
Chance is there while Kee-va is doing her her specialty, I suppose. Perhaps Chance you could decipher the rest of these engravings.
Yes, give me one moment. Boa, could you show us to the brazier later? And I guess I'll try to give her a boost out towards Penny.
He like grabs Penny.
Chance, where you're standing, you can see the door down here has a half moon inscribed in it. The door down to the south, right here.
Oh, okay. Well then.
And then there is a passageway going up this way, and then there's like another little area over here. And you can all probably assume that door that Kee-va was looking at earlier
It comes in.
is this way. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we should take a moment to catch our breath. Penny, do you mind coming down?
Well, I mean, we did just get Boa up here. What are we trying to do here?
It's rather warm inside this little area. That's why the animals are sleeping in here. It's not as cold as it was outside. For those of you that are inside this hole.
Okay, does Penny know that?
You haven't gone inside, so no.
Okay.
Dude is like here. She's like, well, Penny, it is a little bit better down there. It's out of the wind.
But, I mean, it is getting quite late at night. And I've heard that it is quite lethal to be exposed.
Always wrap you in the moose pelt if you want. It's a fresh kill, it'll keep you warm.
Tauntaun it. And it did take you 12 hours total to hike to this location.
That is a tempting offer. What is on your minds right now? How do you all of you wish to proceed? Do we want to head back to the town, or are we exploring this place?
Well, I would prefer to take a rest here, since it did take us 12 hours to get there.
Yes, given our condition currently, it would be more perilous to travel back in such a wounded state.
That is good rationale. I will agree. Uh, all right.
Also, I do see the half moon door down to the south.
Okay. So, quick powwow. This is again, it's me getting meta a little, but so like this thing's a sundial,
Moon
right?
dial, technically a moon dial, but yes.
Well, like, yeah. Uh, and was it pointing at the half moon, or was the shadow aligning with the half moon, or
Aligning
was
with
it
the half
aligning with
moon.
something else?
And then the half moon
Okay.
symbols were lighting up.
Okay, cool. That's again. Sorry, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't anything ridiculous. You know, it was just like, oh, we just read the first thing, and now we're heading that direction. Like, okay, cool. Sorry. Uh, if, that is
Well, it changed. It was because at first it was on
It was a
the
full
full
moon,
moon.
and now it's a
It was
half moon.
yeah. It skipped a.
No one read the North Moon inscription.
So, do you all wish to just explore these ruins further before we take back our prize? I mean, we've already been paid in cookies, so we can just kind of do whatever at this point, I suppose.
Well, I'm. Oh, go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, while we take our short rest, I can go up and just look at the other things to see if there's anything else inscribed on any of the statues or the other engravings of the moon phases. But it is, it's getting late. It's
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll take a short rest then. I mean, that's
entirely up to you guys.
I'm
I'm
breaking
down.
down this moose.
yeah. I mean, Penny's not gonna get anything from a short rest, but that's totally fine.
Seems like I'm the only one that's getting hurt, or well, Chance is the only one that's getting hurt, so everybody else should be fine. It's fine.
I am at 10 of 22. I am
Yeah, you're
definitely
fine.
not fine.
You're definitely fine.
No.
I am the
Roll them.
tank, mind you.
Roll them hit dice.
So you're all taking a short rest, correct?
Yes.
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 Okay. Kee-va, you're breaking down. I'll say, yeah, breaking down the moose isn't strenuous enough to lose the benefits, which like not get a short rest. So you can break down the moose during a short rest.
Can I feed one of the eyes to Pierre? Will he
Totally,
eat a moose eye?
totally. He chomps it.
Hell yeah.
He nibbles it. He swallows that so quickly. Just
I'm just like, what does he hold it in his little rat hands? And just...
yeah, it's like a little grape.
The corn of the cob.
Well, a big grape. A big grape.
He just takes one nibble at it and then sucks the juice out. So it's just like a shriveled prune at the end.
All right, you all
Yeah,
gain.
I fucking love you.
So you all spend an hour and gain the benefits of a short rest. 13 hours total of since you've left Lonelywood.
During the short rest, Boa has just been talking to Haj, just like, yeah, I know that was a long journey, wasn't it? Right? I know. Interesting. That moose really was that big. Like, what do you think of the sarcophagus? You think we should burn? Yeah, I think we should burn the pine cones too. We'll have to tell that to Penny. I think it's a good idea.
I'll assume
She
you're
just,
all
like,
in this warm
Talking to
chamber.
Haj.
Mm-hmm.
My fortune was the priest. I don't do my own fortunes very often, but when I do, I take it very seriously.
And what does the priest mean?
I am supposing that just means not to mess with graves. But it could mean many things.
Well, it's a little late for that. I do believe we've already messed with the grave.
There is a degree of context that could be affecting the results. But we shall see. It is interesting. Dangerous to be sure, but interesting to find out.
So, like, did you want the pellet of this moose to, like, keep yourself warm?
Absolutely, yes.
So I will try and skin the moose and put the still fresh
Okay.
and bloody skin. Just wrap it around Penny.
Okay.
There you go, nice and warm.
Oh, that is nice. But I imagine if it's wet still, it's probably gonna get cold quick. So,
Flip it
blood
around.
sickles. Oh, this is quite nice. Thank you.
While they're doing that, can I just take a chance or take a second and check out the northernmost
Yep.
engraving?
The northern engraving says, "Gaze upon your own face and have 7 questions answered." But that is not currently lit up. Only the half moon circles are lit up.
And what of the waning moon?
Nope. The full moon and the half moon are the only ones that have inscriptions. The other ones don't.
Okay. Then I'll head back and head towards the door that I noticed.
Okay.
While he's passing, he'll just let the others know that I'm going to take a peek at this door.
Are you sure you wouldn't like to finish our rest that we're currently having?
Well, I won't go in. I just want to see if it's locked or barricaded.
Ah,
So the door itself, is there anything particularly
It's a stone
prominent about it?
stone door without any hinges or handles or anything, but there is a half moon carved into it. A white half moon semicircle. Rounded edge facing towards the right.
And I guess I'll head back and wait for the others to and finish up the rest.
Well, the rest is finished up by this time at this point.
Okay.
You climbing up to go look at the moon dials and everything. The rest would have been done about 5 minutes ago.
Gotcha.
I'm also taking pieces of this moose's antlers
And to break down
add
the
to
moose
my
and everything.
makeshift antler.
yeah, there it is.
So, like, yeah.
I
so, like-
want the antlers.
So, like,
You're
yeah,
taking the pelt and everything.
by the time you took the pelt off and everything, it's a big moose to give it to Penny as a blanket. That's when the short rest would have ended.
Gotcha.
Penny is looking just amazing in this pelt.
Stylish.
Just
You want me to cut
Blood?
armholes for you?
blood head, white, blood-stained pelt just around his shoulders, dragging behind him because it's freaking huge.
You look very regal, Penny.
Oh, you are too kind. Yes,
Very, very regal.
it is quite a visage, I imagine.
Shall we investigate our surroundings?
No. yeah, let's Chance, you mentioned this door and it being related to that sundial.
Correct.
What are you thinking?
It's obviously here for a reason, and the threat of the moose, it should not be taken idly. If we were perhaps to find the origin of the creature, it may aid us in battling it in the future.
It did mention something as it died. You heard it, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
I heard it too.
It was
There was
clearly a threat.
something that was its master.
Yes. All the more reason to gather as much information as possible.
All right. Well, I suppose that we shall go through, try to go through that door that you have found.
Yes. Let's not leave any stone unturned. Let me check these doors as well, or these hall passages as well.
All right.
And I'm assuming there's a carving or inscription on this door.
That's not a door down that way.
Oh,
As you go that way, though, because you already read that way, the underground passage narrows before ending at a wall upon which is mounted an oval mirror, 7 feet tall and half as wide, encircled by a decorative stone frame. The frame, yeah,
okay. This seems to be related to the full moon, and that does not seem to be illuminated now. One moment, please. And up here?
is another door with a crescent moon on it, with the left half of the crescent of the half moon. So it's another one of the half moon doors.
Yeah. We don't have a means to open it or go inside.
You get the sense that those moonlights, because of what you've been looking at and investigating more thoroughly compared to the others, that moonlight activates the doors or the mirror whenever the moon is out.
Mm-hmm. I gathered as much.
So you can probably figure that's how the doors are opened. You just push on the
Yes.
door and it opens at that point.
Are you... Is everyone ready to proceed?
Did you find something?
Only the doors. There are other doors with similar inscriptions, but I don't believe they will be much use to us now.
I suppose we'd better choose wisely if we pick one.
There's only one choice
There's
that's
two
illuminated.
There's
Oh,
two
two?
choices. Both of the doors
Okay.
are illuminated
Okay,
because of the half moon.
right. So shall we start with the lower half or up top?
Well, what did the inscription say?
It said, "Unlock the tombs of the half moon."
Unlock the tombs of the half moon.
Do we know what happens when they are unlocked? 'Cause that could be quite bad.
We get treasure and secrets.
We shall
So
definitely
let's
have a
go.
story to tell. And with that, Boa, would you like to do the honors?
Yeah, really? Like she's just like, what? Like you're giving her the chance? Are you sure, Chance?
Of course, consult with Hajj and lead us in the direction we shall go.
Oh, Hush, what do you think? Yeah? Yeah, I think the lower one too. Yeah. Okay, let's do the lower one.
Okay.
Lead the way.
And she is just like skipping towards like.
And Chance is following right behind her in tow.
Okay.
Same with Kee-va.
And it was this.
Yep. You just push on it and it'll open when it's illuminated.
And she's gonna like have Hodge's like flippers in hers and just be like, push
Okay.
it.
Can you guys see inside? Cool, you
I
can.
can see inside.
Okay. This circular chamber has an intricately carved domed ceiling 20 feet high, and a beam of light shines down from the top of the dome, illuminating a rectangular stone sarcophagus.
Oh, it's another one, Penny.
This one does not have any inscriptions on it whatsoever.
Yes, it looks as if we have opened this one. Shall we open the other one, if that is indeed what we're trying to do?
Open the sarcophagus? Yeah, sure. We
No,
should do
no,
that.
I mean the other door. As per the inscription, open both of the doors.
Do you
Oh.
believe we should do it at the same time?
That
I
seems
mean,
smart, Penny.
It does say to open both of the doors. Perhaps we should open both before
It said unlocks. the half
unlock
doors.
both of the doors before we proceed further.
Hmm.
You can go open it.
I think we should investigate this one first and then head up top. I don't want to spread us out too thin.
I would agree with the not spreading out. Yes.
Does it look like the top, like the sarcophagus can be like pushed?
Yeah, it does.
Like, oh, okay. Boa just being like, okay, let's do. She is going to try to push it.
How much weight can you push?
Like nothing, but it's more of like
Can you-
Boa's just like,
I need to know like what you need, what you can push if you are pushing on it. Though.
I can apparently push Drake or lift 450
Okay, cool.
pounds.
Boa, you pushed the 350 pounds. You pushed the 350-pound sarcophagus lid off, and inside the sarcophagus, as you push it off, you see a withered corpse of an elf in tattered robes. And as the sarcophagus is opened, there's like a rush of air because air is getting into this thing for the first time in who knows how long, and the robes kind of just like, like
Hello?
flutter a bit.
Mhm.
And the corpse itself and the robes have mostly crumbled to dust, but inside you see an unstrung bow, 6 silvered arrowheads, and a wooden cup with a winged fish etched on the side.
Oh, fish.
Yeah.
Bo is going to get the cup. Just like,
Okay.
oh,
It's just a cup, nothing magical about it. It just has a
She's
fish,
excited.
a flying fish etched on the side.
how big do the robes look?
They're not wearable. They're elves. They're like elf-sized, but they're so like
Okay.
tattered and decayed that any movement of them is just gonna make them like crumble apart.
As she's taking the cup, she's just like,
Thank you for your service, whatever you did in the life before.
it's like she doesn't want to like
Okay.
desecrate the grave. She's just like,
Kee-va, look, there's arrows and a cup.
That's great, darling. There's arrows, and she'll like kind of
Yeah, you see
get
6
in
silvered.
next.
You just see 6 arrowheads that are made of silver.
Aren't they pretty?
Hippity hoppity. This is now my property.
So you can add 6 silvered arrowheads. They still need to be fashioned to arrows to be functional. But yeah, you have 6 silvered arrowheads. And the only thing left in that sarcophagus is the unstrung bow. And it just looks like a normal bow. Nothing special about it.
How old does it look?
Super
I
old.
mean, Penny wouldn't know. Fuck. Sorry. He's not even in there.
Nope.
He's just like. Eh.
But yeah, it's everything in here through the 3 that are looking in are super old, like dust almost. Like the bow definitely looks like if it was attempted to be used, it would just like snap, like immediately.
Well, I'm gonna try.
It's
So
un-
pick
it-
it up and see how.
It's an unstrung bow. You pick it up and you can tell it's just, the wood's like really old and brittle. Like you can imagine stringing it and trying to pull back on the string would probably like just snap the wood.
So the test where like she puts one end on the ground and like pushes down on the top to the
It
bend.
it doesn't bend. It's brittle and it just snaps into 2 pieces.
Oh well, that's unfortunate. That's probably why he died. His bow wasn't any good.
But how could he die with such a wonderful cup?
He was probably buried with it.
Well, I can't
Someone else
blame
probably-
him. Look at that flying fish. Look at it.
It's wonderful. Is that a symbol of your religion? Do you know what that means?
Not of my religion, but it's gorgeous. Look at that intricate work.
Yes.
Can I check the sarcophagus for any like secret compartments or anything like that?
You don't need to roll anything because you look it over and there isn't anything.
Okay. Well then, it looks like we've cleared this. Shall we move to the next room?
Boa is just like standing tall with her mug, is just like, yes, and she's like gonna like march out of the room, all like, yeah, like we did this, let's do it again. And it's over. It's this one, right? Yeah,
It's what?
over this way.
Yep. And in this room are more statues. You guys the same elvish statues that are 7 feet tall. In this like underground area.
Okay.
Boom, boom, and boom. I just forgot to mention that they're there. All right, you get to the other door.
Yeah. Penny is still taking his cards very seriously, and he's nervous about messing with all this stuff. So he's in the back, not really entering these areas.
All right, Boa, you're in front. What are you doing?
With Haj's flippers again, she's gonna push the door open.
Okay. Boom. This one, do not enter the room until I describe it, please. As per every room, just because it makes things easier. This circular chamber has an intricately carved dome ceiling 20 feet high. A beam of light shines down from the top of the dome, illuminating another rectangular stone sarcophagus with nothing on it, like inscriptions or anything. Wood has apparently turned this tomb into a living quarters, though, as evidenced by a rack of drying herbs and an unfurled bedroll behind the sarcophagus.
Boa's gonna go up to the sarcophagus.
As you enter the room, a figure jumps up on top of the sarcophagus from behind it, hidden very well behind it. The figure has like shaggy, greasy brown hair, very like woolen pelts and things, and holding two weapons at their side. This person climbs up the sarcophagus and shouts in common, 10 towns will be destroyed, if not by my hand, then by the Frostmaidens, and then draws both their weapons and gets ready to attack. And that's what we're going to pick up next week.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to do a combat.
No.
I mean-
That's fine.
All right.
It's almost 11, and
Yeah.
All right, that's where we'll pick up next week with y'all fighting. Oh, and her little companion.
She has a
Little-
friend.
And,
The
and
doll
a
thing?
little shrub.
That's adorable.
Shrub?
Yeah, shrub. But
Like an
bush
awakened
woman.
I need to
shrub.
cop me one of those.
but that's what we're gonna pick up next week.
nice.
No, I want. I want.
Oh, that token's way too big. Hold on, let me change the size. Oh no,
She's a hefty girl. She's healthy.
well, they're 5 foot squares, but yeah, she's on top of the sarcophagus. But that's where
Oh,
we'll
she
pick up.
thick.
That's where I'll pick up next week, everybody. If you want to see, I'll post a picture of what she looks like.
Thick with 2 C's.
That's right.
And
but
a Q.
that's what we're gonna pick up next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you watched, if you watched this on YouTube, thanks so much. The first episode got like 64 views, which is like the most we've gotten on our YouTube channel in a long time because YouTube doesn't really get any views. I don't really care about managing the YouTube channel. I just do it for,
Fun.
stuff. Because having the Twitch videos are hard to manage to keep them up forever. So thank you for watching that, and we'll be back here next week for the continuation of this. So good night, everybody.